A desolate alleyway, scarred by ruin and illuminated by a distant, ominous lightning strike, reveals Elder Chen lying motionless on the rain-slicked ground. Elder Chen cries out, clutching his head as searing pain lances through him, his eyes wide with confusion as he slumps against a grimy wall. Disoriented and unsteady, Elder Chen pushes himself up, his mind reeling as he questions his new, unfamiliar surroundings. He stares blankly into the rain, a chilling thought echoing in his mind: he should have died in that explosion. A wave of dizziness washes over Elder Chen as he struggles to recall his identity, remembering himself as Jin Quan, a former member of the Special Forces. His memory flashes back to a harrowing mission where he and his teammates were tragically encircled amidst a fiery onslaught. A bitter truth resurfaces as a missile descends. They were betrayed, used as living coordinates to guide a devastating explosion. The memory culminates in the terrifying explosion that claimed his life, leaving only a blood-splattered void before his awareness returned to the present, his boots now standing in the rain. The pain intensifies, forcing Elder Chen to hunch over, clutching his side as he desperately seeks immediate refuge from the relentless agony. He spots a flicker of light in the distance, his eyes gleaming with a sliver of hope, a sign of potential shelter where someone might reside. Elder Chen cautiously steps inside a dimly lit room, his voice echoing as he calls out into the silent, dusty space. Elder Chen's gaze sharpens, a subtle smirk forming as the red-skinned antagonist recoils in sudden, visible shock. Red-skinned antagonist lets out a primal scream, engulfed by an unseen, dark energy as terror contorts his face. With swift, brutal efficiency, Elder Chen has dealt with the red-skinned antagonist, who now lies incapacitated on the floor. A desperate cry of "brother" pierces the air, and Elder Chen realizes with a jolt that someone is trapped below, in the source. Elder Chen stands over the fallen red-skinned antagonist, blood staining the floor, his attention now drawn upwards, alert to new dangers. His gaze falls upon a blood-splattered metallic box lying on the ground, and Elder Chen reaches down to retrieve the mysterious object. Elder Chen picks up the blood-stained metallic box, his brow furrowed in confusion as he wonders what strange object he has stumbled upon. A chilling voice confirms a dark suspicion, emanating from a menacing skull-masked face that grins with sinister intent. Two cloaked antagonists' subordinates emerge from the doorway, sneering as they accuse Elder Chen of being a rat attempting to steal during the rainy season. A hand, crackling with potent purple energy, extends from one of the masked figures, preparing to unleash a devastating attack. The masked antagonist's subordinates, wielding their grim scythes, declare Elder Chen a witness who cannot be left alive, their eyes fixated on the mysterious box he holds. As the masked figures command to kill him, Elder Chen, overwhelmed and on the ground, internally curses, questioning if he is to face death by the Grim Reaper's hand once more. Powerful stomp lands with brutal force, the impact echoing through the confined space as the masked assailant presses their attack. One of the antagonist's subordinates recoils in silent shock as an unforeseen event unfolds. Elder Chen moves with blinding speed, expertly evading a barrage of massive, white energy spikes erupting from the ground, narrowly escaping certain doom. He continues his rapid movement, a blur against the urban backdrop, disappearing from sight as he seeks a new vantage point. Desperate, Elder Chen shouts a defiant threat, offering a desperate plea for help while warning that he will destroy the box and doom their brother if not aided. Following his desperate plea, a figure extends a helping hand, pulling Elder Chen from the depths of a dark shaft. Elder Chen, relieved, acknowledges the assistance with a terse thanks as he begins to emerge. With a powerful surge, Elder Chen leaps from the pit, his blue cloak billowing behind him. The mysterious hooded figure who offered aid follows closely, emerging into the light. He lands in a low, athletic crouch, eyes scanning his surroundings, muscles coiled and ready for any immediate threat. The air crackles with an unspoken tension. A bead of sweat trickles down Elder Chen's temple, his expression a mixture of grim determination and underlying tension as he senses the unfolding situation. Suddenly, the cold steel of a pistol presses against the back of Elder Chen's head, the click of the hammer echoing ominously in the tense silence. The blue-haired girl, who had just offered her aid, now holds him at gunpoint, her face etched with suspicion. She demands to know his identity, his faction, and why he interfered with her brother. With the pistol still aimed at his head, Elder Chen attempts to de-escalate the volatile situation, claiming he sought only shelter from the incessant rain. The blue-haired girl remains unconvinced, her grip firm on the weapon as she commands him to hand over the item. Elder Chen, under duress, states it's in his coat. Complying, Elder Chen's gloved hand extends a rectangular device which the blue-haired girl cautiously accepts, her eyes fixed on the mysterious object. The blue-haired girl stares at the item, her expression shifting from suspicion to profound sorrow as she softly whispers, "Brother." Overwhelmed by grief, she breaks down, kneeling and clutching the blood-stained item. Her thoughts reveal her anguish. Her brother sacrificed his life for an emblem, and without him, she feels utterly lost in this cruel, dog-eat-dog world. Elder Chen observes her, a complex expression on his face. He internally reflects, sighing at the sight of such despair in someone's eyes once again, even after his rebirth. A close-up on Elder Chen's intense, blue eyes, which reflect a profound memory, a haunting echo from his past. His thoughts drift to a past life, remembering the despair of refugees who lost everything and were driven from their homes during a devastating war. He recalls women, their faces hollow, who had lost their loved ones, walking out of dungeons, seemingly rescued but with no joy, about to return to a life of hardship. Elder Chen, in his past life as a soldier, observes these women, noting that those with such eyes do not feel joy upon being rescued, only a deep, abiding emptiness. They had lost their country, their homes, and had no one left to rely on. Even if they escaped, they would only fall into the hands of others, destined to continue suffering. The haunting memory fades, and the focus returns to the blue-haired girl's tear-filled eyes, mirroring the profound despair Elder Chen recalled. A close-up reveals her hand clutching the blood-stained item, tears still falling freely, a testament to her profound loss. Elder Chen approaches, kneeling to reassure her, telling the distraught girl not to be afraid. He explains that her brother hired him as a mercenary, and he will protect her just as her brother would have. The blue-haired girl looks up, acknowledging he might be a good person, but states with a somber expression that he won't live. Elder Chen, surprised, questions, why? She reveals the chilling reason. Elder Chen was soaked by too much dark rain outside. His hand, visibly decaying with strange green tendrils, confirms her ominous words. She continues, explaining this is the city of the dead. The dark rain is different from acid rain. After it dries, it becomes a strong, corrosive acid. A terrifying visual illustrates her words, people transforming into monstrous, decaying figures, their bodies ravaged. For someone completely soaked in the dark rain, she warns, there is only death. Elder Chen reacts with a jolt of understanding. I see, he murmurs, realizing his increasing weakness is indeed due to the insidious effects of the dark rain. He presses for more answers, questioning her origin, the nature of this place, and the identity of the masked figures. She explains she's from the third city of the dead, specifically the lower district, and the masked people are enforcers and magic-type class holders. Elder Chen's eyes widen in shock at the mention of mags, class holders. He then urgently asks about the current year and the name of this country. Against a backdrop of a tattered flag bearing a dark eagle emblem and ruined structures, the blue-haired girl reveals its star 1000, and this country is part of the Flying Eagle Empire. Elder Chen's face breaks into a knowing, almost triumphant smile. He realizes he has never heard of this world, confirming his suspicion. He has been transported to another reality. The blue-haired girl, clutching a small object, looks at Elder Chen with a concerned expression, asking why he seems so wary of class holders and if becoming one is merely an exam. Elder Chen simply replies, no. The narrator explains that anyone can awaken a combat type, support type, or special type class, provided they obtain a powerful emblem. The blue-haired girl reveals the tragic truth. Her brother risked everything to steal this very emblem, hoping she could awaken her own power. Tears stream down her face as she clutches a blood-stained book, lamenting that her brother is now gone forever. Blaming herself for her brother's fate, the blue-haired girl cries out that it's all her fault. Elder Chen kneels beside her, gently asking if she has any other relatives. She sobs, confirming her brother was her only family. Now, if she cannot become a class holder with this emblem, she fears she won't be able to survive. Elder Chen looks down, a bead of sweat tracing his temple, sighing that they are both truly unfortunate people. He casts a pensive glance at the blue-haired girl, an internal thought echoing his determination to survive this ordeal. Suddenly, a devastating impact shatters the wall behind the blue-haired girl, sending debris flying and leaving her utterly shocked. Elder Chen's eyes widen in alarm as he curses, realizing their attackers are breaking through and entering their sanctuary. More of the wall collapses around them, showering the area with rubble as Elder Chen and the blue-haired girl brace for impact. Panicked, the blue-haired girl clutches the emblem, declaring that she must awaken immediately, or they will both surely perish. With desperate resolve, she presses the blood-stained emblem firmly against her forehead, attempting to force the awakening. A burst of energy erupts around her as she recoils violently, clutching her head in pain, the awakening seemingly going awry. She stares in disbelief as the emblem clatters to the ground, glowing ominously red. It's rejecting me, she cries out in shock. As the blue-haired girl questions what's happening, Elder Chen explains that emblem rejection has two possibilities, either physical rejection or a complete lack of aptitude for a class. Overwhelmed by despair, she sobs, "I'm so useless. The thing my brother gave his life for has become useless in my hands." Two hooded figures, cloaked in darkness and wielding menacing scythes, leap through the broken wall, their skull masks hinting at their sinister intent. As the hooded figures land, one questions why the little rat stopped running, while the other dismissively states there's no need to waste words. Close-up reveals the chilling, skull-like mask of one of the hooded antagonists, a sinister smirk visible beneath the bone. With a chilling command, the hooded figures charge forward, scythes raised, intent on killing their targets and reclaiming the emblem. Elder Chen looks on with a grimace, while the blue-haired girl turns to him, her eyes wide with fear and desperation as the attackers close in. In a selfless act, the blue-haired girl shoves Elder Chen, sending him tumbling towards the rejected emblem on the ground, a final desperate gamble for survival. As he falls, Elder Chen instinctively presses the emblem against his forehead. His eyes widen as a surge of crimson energy erupts around it. Elder Chen is engulfed in a maelstrom of dark, swirling energy and ethereal chains, rising into the air as the blue-haired girl watches in awe. Intricate white energy patterns form on Elder Chen's forehead as a system notification flashes. Ding! Class change successful. His hand grips a newly manifested dark blade, wrapped in bandages and pulsating with a fierce red glow, signaling his new power. Elder Chen unleashes an overwhelming surge of dark and purple energy, a monstrous silhouette briefly appearing behind him. His eyes blaze with an intense, icy blue, fully transformed and ready to fight. Elder Chen, still reeling from his transformation, stares in disbelief at a glowing blue system panel that materializes before him, questioning if these are the inherent rules of this new world. Suddenly, a colossal figure looms over them, its dark boot threateningly close as a booming voice accuses Elder Chen of daring to use the emblem without permission. Two masked figures, antagonist subordinates, charge forward, their scythes cutting through the air with lethal green energy as they declare Elder Chen is courting death. The light blue-haired girl collapses, overwhelmed by the surging green energy, her face contorted in fear. Elder Chen swiftly moves to shield the light blue-haired girl, his glowing red blade poised for retaliation as he braces against the lingering green energy. The antagonist's subordinates recoil in disbelief, their masked faces revealing utter shock as they exclaim that Elder Chen's resilience is impossible. Elder Chen surges forward with incredible speed, his form a blur of dark and red energy, his icy blue eyes fixed on his targets as he launches a devastating counterattack. The antagonist's subordinates, now realizing the true extent of Elder Chen's power, warn each other that he has absorbed the emblem's energy, frantically ordering their comrades to block his advance. With a confident smirk, Elder Chen dismisses his foes, declaring they are overestimating their own strength as he unleashes a torrent of dark energy from his blade, striking down an antagonist subordinate with a pained cry. Another antagonist subordinate is caught in the dark energy onslaught, falling to the ground with a guttural ah as green blood splatters around him. The light blue-haired girl stares wide-eyed, utterly astonished by Elder Chen's sudden surge of power, wondering how he could become so strong after only just absorbing the emblem. Elder Chen stands firm, his transformed blade radiating power, embodying a formidable presence as he surveys the battlefield. Elder Chen marvels at the emblem's incredible power, observing his now fully recovered hand and noting how his previously corroded body has been completely restored. The defeated antagonist's subordinates cower on the ground, lamenting their loss to a newly awakened rookie and realizing they cannot possibly return to report their utter failure. Elder Chen's icy blue eyes burn with a chilling intensity as he coldly questions if his defeated foes are still foolish enough to think of going back to report their failure. With a decisive movement, Elder Chen declares that none of them are leaving, unleashing a flurry of dark energy slashes to ensure their demise. The remaining antagonist's subordinates scream in agony as Elder Chen's dark energy attacks connect, leaving them covered in green blood. Standing amidst the fallen enforcers, the light blue-haired girl urgently warns Elder Chen that their actions will undoubtedly be discovered, insisting they must leave the area immediately. Elder Chen gazes upwards at a distant, circular opening in the ceiling, pondering how they will manage to ascend such a height to escape. The light blue-haired girl holds up a stick of dynamite, confidently telling Elder Chen to follow her, revealing she has been hiding here for a while and knows a way out. A fuse is lit on a stick of dynamite, swiftly followed by a massive explosion that blasts open a path as Elder Chen and the light blue-haired girl react to the sudden, powerful blast. Standing in the newly formed opening, Elder Chen looks surprised, exclaiming in disbelief that such a crude method could actually work. The light blue-haired girl turns back to Elder Chen, instructing him to follow her, assuring him there is a staircase on the other side that they can use to ascend. 1 hour later, Elder Chen and the light blue-haired girl walk through the streets of a rustic town at dusk as she points ahead and declares, "This is my home." Inside the cluttered, yet cozy, workshop-like room, the light blue-haired girl apologetically admits it's a bit messy but reassures Elder Chen that it's perfectly livable. The light blue-haired girl, ever so considerate, offers to tidy up further and invites Elder Chen to make himself comfortable. Elder Chen observes the surroundings, remarking that it must be incredibly difficult for her to manage the shop all on her own. Her hands continue to put items away as the girl's gaze drops, a hint of sadness in her voice as she reveals that the shop was once run by two, but now she is alone. A silent, somber expression settles upon the girl's face, her gaze still cast downwards. Elder Chen quickly apologizes, realizing he inadvertently brought up her brother, but the girl reassures him that it is okay. Suddenly, the atmosphere shatters as Master Fang appears, flanked by his imposing subordinates, prompting a shocked gasp from the girl, who recognizes him as the warlord. Master Fang confronts the girl directly, questioning if her brother ever disclosed the deal he had made, to which she responds with confusion, asking about the nature of this mysterious agreement. A sinister smirk spreads across Master Fang's face as he notes her ignorance, clearly relishing the surprise. Master Fang raises a hand, issuing an unspoken command, and his subordinates immediately acknowledge it with a firm "Yes, sir." Without hesitation, the subordinates seize the light blue-haired girl, who struggles against their grip, desperately crying out for them to release her. A heavy boot impacts the ground with a decisive thud, signaling an impending intervention. Elder Chen emerges, his presence commanding, as he sharply orders them to stop, catching Master Fang completely off guard. Master Fang whirls around, his face contorted in anger, demanding to know who Elder Chen is and how he dares to interfere in his business. Elder Chen's eyes glow with an intense blue light as he challenges Master Fang, demanding to know what right he possesses to take the girl. Elder Chen reiterates his challenge, prompting Master Fang to declare his authority, asserting that his right comes from being the warlord himself. Observing Master Fang, Elder Chen's class insight detects no true malicious intent despite the warlord's fierce demeanor, leading him to believe the man is a good person. Master Fang, intrigued by the good person comment, mockingly asks if Lin who sent a message, adding that such a term is a rarity in the city of the dead. With a determined expression, Elder Chen addresses Master Fang directly, asking what price he must pay to secure the girl's release. Master Fang, seemingly surprised by Elder Chen's resolve, reveals that Lin who believed he could return from pit number 1. Elder Chen, unfamiliar with the name, questions what kind of place it is, and Master Fang curtly replies it's a mine pit. A terrifying image of a colossal sand-devouring worm fills the frame, as Master Fang's voice explains that pit number 1 is infested with such creatures. He continues, stating that if Elder Chen can retrieve what he desires from within and return alive, he will return the girl to Elder Chen, completing his dangerous proposition. The girl remains held captive by the subordinates in the background. But before any deal can be struck, Master Fang lunges forward with incredible speed, his fist cocked, declaring that he must first assess if Elder Chen truly possesses the strength to even negotiate with him. Master Fang's powerful fist descends rapidly, aimed directly at Elder Chen, the air around it crackling with force. The light blue-haired girl, held firmly by Master Fang's subordinates, screams out in terror, desperately warning Elder Chen not to engage Master Fang in combat. As Elder Chen quickly snatches a sturdy metal bar from a nearby bucket, a chilling fact is revealed: Master Fang is a formidable Tier 2 class holder. Master Fang's powerful punch is met with a resounding clang as Elder Chen expertly blocks the attack with the metal bar, a brilliant flash of impact energy erupting between them. Master Fang recoils, his eyes wide with shock and disbelief, as he exclaims, recognizing Elder Chen's true soul talent and questioning if he hails from the upper city. A young woman, her light blue hair framing a face etched with disbelief, gasps, questioning how he could have possibly blocked such a formidable attack. Elder Chen stands tall, his gaze firm on Master Fang, challenging him to acknowledge his qualification. Master Fang, despite his earlier skepticism, lets out a dry chuckle and agrees to the deal, but not without a stern warning about the dangers of pit number 1. Master Fang details the perilous task: retrieve the flower of cleared resentment from pit number 1, which blooms only 3 hours after the resentful spider matriarch is slain. The flower must then be delivered to the Champseller's street garrison in the power district to secure the girl's release. Without hesitation, Elder Chen declares, "It's a deal." Master Fang's eyes narrow, a chilling glint in their depths, as he delivers a stark warning: anyone who fails to be on time will die, a brutal message underscored by a foot crushing a frog, leaving a gruesome splattering of blood. Elder Chen glances back at the group being escorted away, including Lin Meng's sister. He internally deduces that Lin Meng must have foreseen his own death in pit number 1, leading him to steal the emblem to ensure his sister's safety as an ordinary person. His gaze falls upon his blade, wrapped in bandages, as his thoughts continue to race. He ponders the irony of Lin Meng's death and questions if the warlord's seemingly generous deal is merely a cunning trap. Elder Chen grips his sword with renewed resolve, acknowledging the critical nature of his situation. He declares his immediate priority to thoroughly familiarize himself with his own burgeoning powers. Closing his eyes in concentration, Elder Chen delves into his inner self, identifying his primary ability, the formidable Netherflame God statue, visually represented by swirling red and blue orbs of energy. His cloak parts slightly, revealing the hardened, muscular physique of Elder Chen, a testament to his innate strength and readiness. A powerful surge of energy erupts, manifesting as a swirling vortex of vibrant red and blue, entwined with dark tendrils and glowing with an intense purple aura. With a powerful whoosh, the Netherflame God statue fully materializes beside Elder Chen, a towering, demonic silhouette with piercing red eyes, wreathed in crackling red and blue flames, mirroring the raw power now at his command. Elder Chen now wields a colossal, glowing red blade, its formidable presence undeniable. He attempts to access information about his second talent but finds the system data garbled, preventing a clear understanding of its abilities. A thoughtful expression crosses Elder Chen's face as he processes the incomplete information regarding his mysterious second talent, its true nature still hidden from him. With a mighty swing, Elder Chen unleashes the colossal blade, generating a devastating shockwave that tears through the air. He asserts that despite its unclear origins, its raw power is absolutely not to be underestimated. The golden energy slash from Elder Chen's blade rips through the solid wall, leaving a deep fissure and confirming the devastating force of his attack. Elder Chen stands unfazed amidst the crumbling debris, his massive blade resting casually on his shoulder, a silent testament to the destructive power he now commands. Gazing at his reflection, Elder Chen observes his current appearance. He notes the striking similarity to his past life as a soldier, yet acknowledges the impossibility of a warrior having such fair and delicate skin. A system prompt flashes, displaying name, 5th Jin Quan. Elder Chen, perplexed, mentally corrects it, stating his surname is Jin and given name Quan, yet the system insists on the compound surname 5th. Dismissing the confusion over his name, Elder Chen strides out the door, his sword at his side. His immediate focus is clear, to venture forth and gather crucial information about this enigmatic new world. Half an hour later, the scene shifts to a vibrant, neon-lit bar, filled with the energetic pulse of music and the lively chatter of patrons enjoying drinks and dancing. At the bustling bar, Elder Chen sips a drink and inquires if it's complimentary. The bartender, with a knowing smile, confirms it is, adding that they are all heading into pit number 1 tomorrow. The bartender smirks, clarifying that mining is a task for the lower district. He reveals the true reason for their venture into the pit, the presence of menacing creatures known as sand-devouring worms. The bartender's explanation paints a grim picture. These monstrous sand-devouring worms, once gorged on flesh and blood, burrow through the sand to construct their nests. This horrifying process, known as loosening the soil, is the grim duty of lower district miners, making the pits easier and more efficient to exploit. Elder Chen's eyes widen in grim realization, asking if they are being sent into the pit merely as fodder for the sand-devouring worms. The bartender's curt reply, "What else?" confirms his terrifying suspicion. Bartender raises his glass, a cynical smile playing on his lips, and offers a grim toast, "Let's wish ourselves good luck." A chilling smirk remains on the bartender's face as he holds his drink, his expression reflecting a dark acceptance of their perilous fate. With a reluctant clink, Elder Chen meets the bartender's toast, his expression a mix of surprise and growing concern as the gravity of their imminent danger settles in. The table shudders as a fist slams down, the impact echoing the rising fury of an unseen figure. Li Hongyu's face contorts with rage, his voice booming as he denounces those around him as filthy, lowly bugs and useless trash. Li Hongyu, still seething, slams his hand on the table, demanding answers about the missing emblem, his frustration palpable as he questions its whereabouts. An aide, wearing an eye patch, reports to Li Hongyu that the perpetrator vanished without a trace, leaving no evidence, and their accomplice destroyed the escape tunnel in the source with a bomb. Li Hongyu dismisses all excuses, ordering his subordinates to find the emblem immediately, regardless of the difficulty. The aide, however, points out the emblem's small size makes it nearly impossible to find, like a needle in a haystack, and questions what if it's already been used. With a chilling resolve, Li Hongyu declares that if necessary, they will kill them one by one, asserting that filthy creatures are unworthy of possessing the emblem. The aide with the eye patch begins to protest, a hint of apprehension in his voice. Another subordinate, unseen, quickly interjects, agreeing to follow young Master Li's directives. The aide with the eye patch reveals the urgency of their situation, stating that cities of the dead 1 through 5 must enter pit number 1 by morning to secure enough crimson blood or face punishment from the powerful Eagle Legion. Li Hongyu, surprised, questions the mine's connection to this formidable legion. After a moment of contemplation, Li Hongyu decrees that everyone heading to the mine pit must undergo a thorough check, suspecting that the emblem thief might be hiding among them. 3 days later, a bustling train station is filled with workers preparing for their journey. A uniformed overseer barks orders, urging the workers to hurry onto the trucks, emphasizing the strict timeline for descending into the mine. Elder Chen is seen among the crowd. Amidst the jostling crowd, desperate voices lament their fate, questioning the point of pushing when death awaits them all. Elder Chen observes the chaos as one man aggressively demands space. Li Hongyu asks if everyone is present, and the aide with the eye patch confirms that all are accounted for. With a piercing gaze, Li Hongyu gives the order to commence the inspection, demanding that everyone on the trucks must be inspected and not a single person be allowed to slip through. The aide with the eye patch presents a scavenger B2, explaining its function as a sensitive detector of spiritual energy capable of sounding an alarm if it locates an emblem. Li Hongyu, impatient, urges them to stop dawdling and begin the inspection immediately. As the search commences, one of the enforcers shouts to start from their side while Elder Chen remains vigilant, his expression resolute. Elder Chen stands ready, empowered, wielding a massive blade crackling with dark energy, his eyes burning with fierce resolve. Inside the overcrowded vehicle, desperate cries erupt as people complain of being crushed, insisting the car is full and no more can fit. Elder Chen, cloaked, endures the packed conditions. A sinister vision flashes. Elder Chen, cloaked, holds a pulsating purple object, a chilling smirk on his face and eyes glowing red. In the present, Elder Chen's eyes widen in shock, a sudden realization hitting him. Elder Chen, now unhooded, scans the packed crowd, a deep frown on his face as he senses a strange and potent malice emanating from somewhere within their midst. The suffocating conditions take their toll as 2 men struggle for air, one gasping that he can't breathe while the other groans about the awful situation. Panic rises as the horrific reality sets in. Several individuals in the tightly packed crowd have succumbed, their eyes vacant, while others look on in stunned terror. A man yells out in desperation, confirming that 2 have already been crushed to death, emphasizing that the vehicle can hold no more. A gun is aimed, and 2 enforcers, weapons drawn, command the terrified crowd to freeze, asserting their authority over the chaotic scene. The order rings out for everyone, hands up, and Elder Chen, calm amidst the escalating tension, raises his hands in compliance. Amidst the rising tension, a confident young master declares that a treasure was lost yesterday in the lower district, demanding its immediate return from whoever possesses it. Elder Chen's mind races, a sudden realization hitting him. The lost item, could it be the emblem? This can't be a mere coincidence. With a sinister smirk, the young master acknowledges that since no one will confess, he will personally conduct a search. A sleek, mechanical device descends, its blue hexagonal gem glowing as it prepares to scan, drawing Elder Chen's wary gaze. The device emits a potent blue light, beginning its scan, as the young master's chilling warning echoes, "If I'm the one who finds it, you're dead." The scanning device hovers over Elder Chen, reporting its findings. No spiritual energy detected. Elder Chen watches, a subtle flicker of surprise on his face. Elder Chen's expression hardens, his eyes narrowing. The red exclamation marks signify a heightened state of alert or danger. The device continues its search, revealing blue energy signatures around the heads of 2 other men, indicating detected spiritual energy. Suddenly, the device locks onto a hooded figure, blaring, "Spiritual energy detected, spiritual energy detected." The hooded man looks utterly shocked. The young master's face twists into a triumphant, predatory grin as he points, realizing, "So it was you." The hooded man, exposed, turns sharply, cursing in frustration and confusion. "Damn it, what the hell is going on?" A sharp projectile strikes the hooded man's shoulder, eliciting a pained ah as he stumbles back from the sudden attack. The young master stands imperiously amidst his subordinates, warning his target, trying to run, "If you don't hand over the item today." He violently grabs the hooded man by the collar, his face contorted in rage, asserting, "You're not going anywhere." Terrified, the hooded man desperately offers a glowing purple crystal, pleading, "Don't kill me, this is all I have on me." With a disdainful roar, the young master dismisses the offering. "Who the F wants this piece of junk?" as the purple crystal shatters into fragments. Still enraged, the young master shouts a command, "Keep scanning," as the device continues its search, indicating the true treasure is yet to be found. The device reports back to a dejected hooded man, no new spiritual energy anomalies. His face reflects disappointment and confusion. The young master's face is a mask of pure fury, teeth clenched and eyes narrowed as his frustration reaches its peak. The final, exasperated command, the young master orders his subordinates, next car, signaling the continuation of their relentless search. 5 hours later, the scene shifts dramatically to a train hurtling through a desolate, ruined landscape, its surroundings scarred by destruction. Elder Chen gazes out the train window at the bizarre, ruined scenery, pondering aloud, the train has been moving for a long time. Where are we? A fellow passenger, looking alarmed, informs Elder Chen, the red light is ahead. That means we're entering pit number 1. The guards have already jumped off the train, so no one is in charge now. The train passenger frantically struggles with the window or door mechanism, his face contorted in panic as the situation rapidly deteriorates. Bathed in an ominous red light, the passenger is slammed against the train door, desperately trying to hold it, while Elder Chen watches the chaos unfold from behind. The chaotic scene intensifies as Elder Chen observes the passenger's plight, a grim realization dawning on him. He mutters, "It looks like this is the destination." With a decisive surge, Elder Chen declares he can't stay any longer, launching himself into the crimson-tinged air. A swift, powerful kick from Elder Chen sends a figure reeling, the impact echoing through the blood-red environment. Elder Chen lands amidst a surreal landscape of glowing red crystals, the vast, alien cavern stretching out before him. Observing the unfamiliar surroundings, Elder Chen remarks that he lacks information and would greatly benefit from a guide in this strange, crystal-laden pit. Sudden, sharp sound makes Elder Chen's eyes snap to the side, his senses heightened by the ominous atmosphere. The air around Elder Chen crackles with crimson energy as he assumes a battle-ready stance, anticipating an unseen threat. Elder Chen's eyes glow with fierce determination as he draws his formidable dark blade, ready to face whatever lurks in the shadows. With incredible speed, Elder Chen lunges forward, his dark blade a crimson streak against the blurred, red-tinged background. A confident smirk plays on Elder Chen's lips as he calls out, demanding the hidden presence to stop sneaking around. "Come out and talk." White-haired antagonist descends with a furious strike, roaring at Elder Chen, "Noisy brat, lie down and accept your death." The white-haired antagonist's sword glows with an ominous blue light as he sneers, "Looks like you want to do this the hard way." Elder Chen expertly parries the white-haired antagonist's glowing blue blade, their weapons clashing with a fierce spark. A sharp exclamation of pain escapes the white-haired antagonist as he recoils, clutching his head in surprise. Elder Chen presses his advantage, driving his blade down with overwhelming force, pinning the white-haired antagonist to the ground. With a furious roar, Elder Chen brings his blade down, condemning his opponent with a chilling, "Go to hell." Terror grips the white-haired antagonist as he desperately pleads, "Sir, don't kill me, I was forced into this." Elder Chen's blade hovers inches from the white-haired antagonist's throat, a silent command to halt any further movement. Elder Chen demands his name, to which the white-haired antagonist fearfully replies, "Cheng Xiao." Elder Chen presses him, asking why he was ambushed. Cheng Xiao, still kneeling, confesses his desperation, explaining he'd been trapped for over 10 days and, driven by hunger, intended to kill and eat you. Elder Chen inquires how Cheng Xiao became a class holder. Cheng Xiao reveals that while it's rare to get an emblem from killing monsters, the easiest method is to encounter young masters and ladies from the upper city who come to the pit for amusement and often discard these items. Cheng Xiao's expression darkens as he elaborates on the dangers, stating that these powerful individuals are difficult to serve and often use people as bait to lure monsters for fun. He concludes that survival is only possible through extreme luck by finding someone genuinely kind. Elder Chen asks about a survival guide for the pit. Cheng Xiao grimly replies there is none, suggesting only hiding in a cave for 15 days until miners arrive or the rich young masters and ladies come to play. He warns that without the ability to defeat the local insects, death by starvation is inevitable. Elder Chen then asks about leveling up. Cheng Xiao explains that killing insects is the way, but warns that even in pit number 1, the weakest insects are at least level 11. Cheng Xiao declares their grim fate, "We're just fertilizer," just as 2 monstrous insects emerge behind him. Elder Chen's eyes widen in alarm, shouting, "Watch out," as he lunges forward to intervene. A massive insect with glowing red eyes barrels forward, its menacing form filling the frame as it closes in on its prey. Elder Chen executes a rapid evasive maneuver, a blur of motion as he narrowly avoids the insect's initial strike, red energy crackling around him. The monstrous form of a crimson blood mosquito, level 9, tier 1, looms into view, its glowing red eyes fixated on its target. Crimson blood mosquitoes? Master Fang's subordinate exclaims in shock. Elder Chen, however, remains composed, internally noting the unusually high density of insects having only just arrived. Master Fang's subordinate's face contorts in alarm, beads of sweat forming as the reality of their dangerous situation sinks in. With a swift, powerful strike, Elder Chen unleashes a focused slash of purple energy, bisecting the crimson blood mosquito with lethal precision. Elder Chen stands victorious over the fallen level 9 mosquito, his gaze confident as he internally acknowledges the monster's high level yet asserts his own formidable talent. Master Fang's subordinate gapes in astonishment, exclaiming, "Big bro, those are crimson blood mosquitoes, and you took them out with a single slash?" Master Fang's subordinate, overcome with awe, drops to his knees, begging Elder Chen to take him on as an underling, promising to work tirelessly. Elder Chen curtly replies, "Sorry." Elder Chen bluntly states his refusal, declaring he doesn't want to bring along dead weight. The dejected Master Fang's subordinate laments, Don't be so harsh." Elder Chen's attention is suddenly drawn to a swirling vortex of purple energy manifesting in the cavern, prompting a curious from him. From the depths of the purple anomaly, a monstrous insect's red, malevolent eyes and razor-sharp mandibles emerge, signaling a new threat. The colossal crystal or bug, a level 15 Tier 1 monster, fully reveals itself, its massive, crystal-laden form casting a terrifying shadow over Elder Chen and Master Fang's subordinate. Elder Chen's expression shifts to one of grave concern, his eyes wide as he realizes the magnitude of the new threat, uttering, "Not good." Panic seizes Master Fang's subordinate as he cries out, "Help me," his hand outstretched in desperation. Elder Chen takes a firm combat stance, his sword ready, preparing to face the formidable crystal or bug head-on. The crystal or bug lets out a deafening roar, its red eyes glowing with predatory intent as it charges. Elder Chen stands resolute amidst the pulsating red aura emanating from the monstrous bug, his determination unwavering. Crystal or bug's formidable red crystal carapace glints menacingly as Master Fang's subordinate's blurred form scrambles away from its immense power. A shadowy, spectral warrior manifests behind Elder Chen, mirroring his smirk as he internally assesses the crystal or bug's high defense and clumsy movements, declaring it just my type. Elder Chen charges forward, his sword glowing with crimson energy as he delivers a powerful, sweeping strike directly into the crystal or bug's armored body. Executing a flurry of rapid attacks, Elder Chen becomes a blur of motion, his afterimages striking the crystal or bug from multiple angles, overwhelming its defenses. The final, devastating arc of his blade, Elder Chen unleashes a potent crimson slash, aiming to cleave through the resilient crystal or bug. A system notification flashes, congratulating Elder Chen for slaying a crystal or bug 15 levels higher, granting a 100% efficacy ratio. His class is identified as Demon Swordsman, and he levels up to level 6, Beginner Swordsman. Standing over the vanquished foe, Elder Chen reflects on his instant 6-level increase, realizing the world's rules mimic an online game. He deduces that a greater level difference with the enemy results in a higher drop rate. Elder Chen reaches into the defeated crystal or bug's remains, his hand delving deep to retrieve its valuable resources. A determined expression on his face, Elder Chen extracts a glowing green essence from the monster, securing his hard-earned rewards. The system immediately displays the details of his new acquisition, an equipment emblem for crystal or heavy armor, green. This Tier 1 armor, boasting 3 stars of fortitude, grants the power of the beetle for a 5% melee attack increase and sturdy carapace, a 10% chance to reduce normal attack damage by 20%. Holding the glowing golden orb, Elder Chen observes its intricate design. He realizes it's not a class emblem as he initially thought, but an equipment emblem. A burst of light emanates from the emblem as Elder Chen attempts to equip it, only for a system notification to flash, insufficient level, cannot be equipped. Elder Chen's brow furrows in frustration, questioning the system's limitations. He mutters, "There's a level restriction too?" Shaking off his disappointment, Elder Chen decides to prioritize immediate survival and exploration, venturing deeper into the ominous, red-tinged cavern. As he proceeds, Elder Chen discovers a gaping abyss, its depths teeming with countless glowing red eyes that pierce through the darkness. Drawing his sword, Elder Chen confronts a menacing swarm of large, crystal-armored insectoid creatures emerging from the shadows, their forms radiating a sinister red glow. Recognizing them as crystal or bugs, Elder Chen's expression hardens with resolve. He declares them perfect opponents for his leveling up. With a swift, fluid motion, Elder Chen lunges forward, his blade glinting as he prepares to engage the monstrous horde. Elder Chen's blade carves through the first crystal or bug, its green essence erupting as a system notification confirms his kill. You killed a crystal ORE bug 9 levels higher than you. Efficacy ratio 100%. Undeterred, Elder Chen moves with blinding speed, a whirlwind of motion as he strikes down another crystal or bug, his eyes glowing intensely. Another decisive strike yields a familiar system prompt confirming the elimination of yet another crystal or bug 9 levels above him with a 100% efficacy ratio. As Elder Chen relentlessly cuts through the creatures, a new system message appears detailing his class progression. He is a 5th Jin Quan, a demon swordsman at level 10, tier 0. Advancement requires a swordsmanship emblem, 10 tier 1 beasts killed with 100% efficacy, and 1 monster lord. Standing over a defeated foe, Elder Chen examines a newly acquired Beetle Knight class emblem, which promises high defense and survivability by commanding beetles. He notes his good fortune in finally securing a class emblem, realizing that a swordsmanship emblem should also be obtainable. Suddenly, Elder Chen's eyes widen as a sharp green projectile streaks past, signaling a new, unforeseen threat. Elder Chen glances down, noticing a small green orb near his hand, and questions, "What's that?" Reacting instantly, Elder Chen leaps backward, deftly evading a volley of sharp green projectiles that pierce the air around him. Elder Chen finds himself face to face with a colossal crystal or bug king, a formidable tier 2 monster at level 25, its presence dominating the cavern. A grim realization dawns on Elder Chen as he notes the immense level difference, acknowledging the level is so high. This is a bit troublesome. Recognizing the overwhelming odds, Elder Chen makes a tactical decision to retreat. He declares, "A wise man doesn't fight when the odds are against him. Run." His escape is cut short as Elder Chen spots new adversaries emerging from the shadows behind him, a pack of ferocious, wolf-like monsters. Trapped between the colossal crystal or bug king and the snarling wolf-like creatures, Elder Chen finds himself completely surrounded as the bug king lets out a deafening ROAR. The crystal or bug king unleashes a concentrated blast of green energy from its maw, a powerful projectile hurtling towards Elder Chen. The potent green projectile streaks across the panel with incredible speed, its trajectory aimed directly at Elder Chen. Fierce melee erupts among the green trolls, their primal roars filling the air as they savage each other with claw and tooth, green energy crackling between them. More green trolls emerge from the shadowy depths, their red eyes glowing with feral aggression as they join the chaotic battle. The monstrous horde surges forward, a wave of snarling beasts driven by an unseen force, their forms blurring with speed. Elder Chen watches the chaos unfold, a confident smirk playing on his lips as he confirms the aggro transfer was successful. The green trolls now furiously attack a colossal, shadowy boss monster as Elder Chen plans to let them weaken each other before he delivers a fatal blow. Elder Chen prepares to strike, his dark blade crackling with ominous energy, his eyes fixed on the unfolding battle with fierce determination. One of the green trolls lets out a pained roar, green ichor splattering from its maw, a testament to the brutal infighting. Seizing his moment, Elder Chen leaps into the fray, soaring above the embattled green trolls towards the colossal boss monster. With a confident grin, Elder Chen declares the boss's defenses are broken, recognizing his perfect opportunity to strike. Elder Chen plunges his blade deep into the monster's flesh, shouting a defiant "Go to hell" as green liquid erupts from the wound. The massive boss monster lets out an agonizing roar, a burst of green energy exploding from its form as it succumbs to the fatal blow. A system notification reveals the defeated foe, 5th Jin Quan, a level 11 demon swordsman with exclusive skills like demon swordsmanship +1 and an SSS rank Netherflame God statue talent. Elder Chen reflects on the intense battle, noting that a tier 2 boss is still a formidable challenge and resolves to level up faster. As he walks away, Elder Chen acknowledges that without strategically using the power of other monsters, he would have been severely injured. Elder Chen examines 2 glowing emblems, one blue and one purple, dropped from the defeated boss, a slight smile on his face. System notifications detail the new Tier 2 equipment, Beetle's Leap Boots granting 5 stars agility, and the Crystal or Staff offering 8 stars intelligence and mana refund capabilities. Elder Chen, holding a purple orb, decides the dropped emblems are currently useless and stores them away for later. Suddenly, a massive explosion erupts in the distance, startling Elder Chen and drawing his attention. Elder Chen immediately adopts a defensive stance, his eyes scanning the area as he questions if someone else is nearby. He observes a distant, burning ruin from which a swarm of bats takes flight into the crimson-tinged air. With a concerned expression, Elder Chen deduces the direction of the disturbance, wondering what catastrophic event has occurred. As Elder Chen approaches the source, a desperate voice echoes through the cavern, aggressively warning him to stay away or die. A powerful blue energy beam pierces through a bat-like creature, encasing it in shimmering ice, revealing the nature of the recent explosion. Elder Chen's eyes widen in surprise. The familiar voice from earlier sparks a realization, wondering if it could be someone he knows. His suspicion is confirmed as he spots the red-skinned antagonist, wounded and hanging precariously, wielding a glowing rifle. The red-skinned antagonist curses his predicament, looking up at shadowy bat figures, realizing his impending doom if he remains trapped. Two menacing vampiric blue bat kings, level 19 tier 1 bosses, hang from the ceiling, their glowing red eyes fixed on the red-skinned antagonist who sees no escape. Cornered and desperate, the red-skinned antagonist unleashes a focused energy blast from his rifle, targeting the monstrous bat kings. The crystalline projectile streaks through the air, a desperate gamble for survival. The projectile detonates in a burst of ice and fire, striking the two vampiric blue bat kings head-on, eliciting furious roars as they are engulfed in explosive energy. The red-skinned antagonist curses, realizing his attack has been completely countered by the Bat King's inherent resistances. As the enraged vampiric blue Bat Kings descend, the red-skinned antagonist defiantly declares he will not accept his impending defeat. Facing the charging vampiric blue Bat King, the red-skinned antagonist clenches his jaw, a desperate resolve burning in his eyes as he vows to survive. The vampiric blue Bat Kings close in for the final strike, their forms a blur of crimson and violet energy. A sudden, unexpected turn of events causes the red-skinned antagonist to cry out in sheer astonishment. Elder Chen, blade in hand, stands over the stunned red-skinned antagonist, greeting him with a casual, "Hey, we meet again." The red-skinned antagonist, still reeling, stammers, asking Elder Chen if he truly defeated the two formidable bosses. Elder Chen dismisses it as nothing, displaying his immense power. With a grateful smile, the red-skinned antagonist thanks Elder Chen, promising to remember this crucial favor. Looking down at the vanquished forms of the vampiric blue Bat Kings, Elder Chen offers to guide the red-skinned antagonist out of the perilous area. Suddenly, three even larger and more menacing vampiric blue Bat Kings appear, their red eyes burning, as the red-skinned antagonist exclaims in surprise, "That's..." One of the new vampiric blue Bat Kings lets out a deafening roar, its form engulfed in furious red flames, revealing its true power as a level 20 tier 2 boss. Both Elder Chen and the red-skinned antagonist exchange worried glances, realizing the situation has drastically worsened. Elder Chen utters, "Not good." The powerful vampiric blue Bat King descends rapidly, a blur of fiery red energy, initiating its attack. Elder Chen shouts "Watch out" as the colossal vampiric blue Bat King plunges towards them, its shadow engulfing both him and the red-skinned antagonist. Both Elder Chen and the red-skinned antagonist react instantly, swiftly evading the Bat King's devastating assault. The vampiric blue Bat King unleashes a torrent of scorching fire from its maw, its roar echoing through the cavern. Elder Chen takes a defensive stance, instructing the red-skinned antagonist to quickly find an escape route while he holds off the formidable enemy. Elder Chen unleashes a powerful ice attack which collides violently with the Bat King's fiery breath, resulting in a cataclysmic explosion of elemental energy. Elder Chen firmly orders the red-skinned antagonist to go, but the red-skinned antagonist questions why they should retreat. The red-skinned antagonist, observing the raging battle, ponders aloud whether defeating such a powerful boss would yield significant experience. Ignoring Elder Chen's command, the red-skinned antagonist charges forward with explosive speed, deciding to join the fight for the valuable experience. The vampiric blue Bat King lets out another enraged roar, its fiery aura intensifying as it prepares to face the new challenger. The red-skinned antagonist, now fully committed, lunges at the colossal vampiric blue Bat King, engaging it in a fierce close-quarters battle. Elder Chen acknowledges the new enemy's power, noting that this battle is proving to be a different challenge compared to the previous boss. Elder Chen unleashes a powerful ability, activating the Nether Flame God statue as a massive, blue flame-armored figure manifests before him. The formidable Nether Flame God statue stands ready, its form radiating an intense, ethereal blue flame. The Nether Flame God statue strikes with incredible speed, its spear piercing the colossal vampiric blue Bat King, unleashing a torrent of blue energy. A nearby observer stares in disbelief, utterly stunned by the sudden appearance of the powerful technique. He questions the impossible sight, wondering aloud how the blue flames could manifest once more. He ponders the implications of the blue flames, recalling the Qianqi Empire's massacre of a certain family and questioning how a descendant could still exist. Elder Chen observes his current rank, level 15, tier 1, and notes that his leveling speed has significantly decreased, gaining only 4 levels despite defeating multiple bosses and hundreds of bats. He expresses profound gratitude to Elder Chen for saving his life, prompting Elder Chen to inquire if he is a class holder or merely a normal person. With a sigh, he reveals his unfortunate past, explaining that he was once a class holder but was tricked and reverted to a normal person. Indicates the rifle in his hands, explaining that it is now his sole means of survival in this harsh world. Elder Chen reacts with astonishment, questioning the very existence of a method capable of stripping a class holder of their powers and reducing them to a normal person. He chuckles, clarifying that his survival was far from easy and he might be the only one to have endured such a fate, piquing Elder Chen's curiosity. He explains the terrifying power of the Death God's flower in the abyss, detailing how it corrupts a class holder's emblem, regressing their power to that of a normal person before unleashing a potent abyssal poison. He continues his tale, revealing that despite lacking talent, he inherited a powerful class emblem as the eldest son, only to be betrayed. Elder Chen, piecing together the narrative, remarks on the familiar drama of a deposed crown prince struggling for the throne. He retorts, playfully calling Elder Chen out for his own lack of a grand lineage struggle, claiming they are similar. Elder Chen, surprised by the comparison, then reveals his prior belief that his family was extinct, musing about the Tianqi Empire's future shock. Elder Chen's eyes widen in surprise, questioning how he could know about him or his family's past. He begins to recount an ancient tale, describing a pioneer from 1,000 years ago who awakened an SSS rank talent and obtained the legendary class of Holy Light Knight, a figure renowned for striking fear into both class holders and monsters alike. He reveals the pioneer's name as Fifth Qingxian, the legendary figure who awakened the very talent Elder Chen just displayed, the Netherflame God statue. Elder Chen processes the revelation of his profound bloodline heritage, then recalls the man's earlier mention of his family being extinct, a detail that now deeply troubles him. He dismissively states that Elder Chen's family was a disappointment, elaborating that for centuries none could awaken even an SS rank statue, with the clan leader only managing an S rank, leaving Elder Chen speechless. He maintains a serious expression as a faint glow emanates from a nearby object, catching his attention. Elder Chen hums in curiosity as he and the man discover a glowing orange emblem adorned with a distinct bat symbol lying on the ground. The system displays the details of the newly acquired Bat King's blade embroidered saber, blue, a tier 1 weapon boasting 5-star strength, enhanced movement and attack speed in shadows, and a chance to unleash Bat King's fury for increased damage. Elder Chen, holding the newly found emblem, exclaims in surprise, realizing it is powerful swordsman equipment. With a powerful surge of energy, Elder Chen clenches his gloved fist and the emblem shatters into brilliant red shards, transforming into a new weapon. Elder Chen now wields the newly manifested Bat King's blade, an ornate saber glowing with potent red energy, its sharp edge glinting with power. Elder Chen smiles, assessing the Bat King's blade, remarking that it feels comparable to his previous weapon and expresses a desire to fuse it for even greater power. With a determined gleam in his eyes, Elder Chen decides it's time to test the true power of his new blade. Elder Chen unleashes a powerful, sweeping attack with the Bat King's blade, a crimson energy slash tearing through the air, eager to gauge its destructive capabilities. Crimson energy slash, powered by the Bat King's blade, moves with astonishing speed, making Elder Chen exclaim that it possesses a significant speed bonus. Elder Chen, now confidently wielding 2 blades, declares his intention to test this newfound power himself. A look of genuine surprise crosses Elder Chen's face as he observes the glowing, enhanced blade, realizing his earlier assessment was correct. His grip firm on the hilt, Elder Chen confirms his suspicion, sensing the undeniable enhancement radiating from the weapon. A red-haired man presents a newly dropped emblem to Elder Chen, asking if he desires it. Elder Chen, however, dismisses it, stating his disinterest in such low-level items and acknowledging their differing ambitions. The knowing glance, Elder Chen warns the red-haired man that his current way of life is unsustainable. The red-haired man then proposes a deal to Elder Chen, who responds with a direct inquiry about its nature. The red-haired man reveals a legendary-grade class emblem, the Heavy Cannon Master. The red-haired man elaborates on the emblem's power, describing it as an ultra-long-range, wide-area sniping class, essential for any legion exploring the wasteland. Elder Chen seems to acknowledge the importance of such a role. Elder Chen's eyes widen slightly as he questions the emblem's legendary status. A system prompt appears, detailing the 8 grades of emblems, ranging from white for inferior, grey for common, green for good, blue for fine, purple for excellent, orange for epic, and culminating in gold for legendary. The red-haired man clarifies his offer, seeking to trade the legendary-grade emblem for a favor. Elder Chen challenges the red-haired man, questioning his lack of fear and suggesting he could easily take the emblem by force. The red-haired man confidently retorts that they are, in essence, the same kind of people. The red-haired man reveals his family's history as the pioneers of this very mine, which they later sold to the Flying Eagle Legion. The red-haired man holds up a scroll, a knowing smirk playing on his lips. He emphasizes that with his guidance and this map, Elder Chen can reach Tier 3 in the mine with minimal risk. Confirming it's a map, the red-haired man asserts that reaching Tier 3 will make Elder Chen fearless in the lower district. Elder Chen, however, cuts to the chase, asking what help is truly required. The red-haired man explains that his family's records mention an abyss scythe rat in pit number 1, a creature capable of sensing and opening rifts to the abyss. He proposes that if they can force it to open a rift, their deal will be complete. Elder Chen asks how they would compel the rat to open a spatial rift. The red-haired man explains that once Elder Chen reaches Tier 3, his recently displayed skill can provoke the abyss scythe rat into high alert, forcing it to open a rift for escape. Elder Chen acknowledges the plan, understanding that his immediate priority is to reach Tier 3. A look of resolute determination settles on Elder Chen's face as he processes the task ahead. The red-haired man expresses surprise, asking Elder Chen why he would seek the resentful spider matriarch. Elder Chen reveals his need for a flower of cleared resentment and then asks the red-haired man why his family sold pit number 1. The red-haired man explains it's due to the difficulty of mining crimson blood ore without sand-devouring worms and, more importantly, the presence of the resentful spider matriarch, which keeps the pit in a semi-pioneered state. The red-haired man points out that this section of the mine is a restricted area, even forbidden to children from the upper city. He then gravely warns that the resentful spider matriarch is a Tier 3, level 39 overlord capable of devouring anyone below Tier 4, regardless of their numbers. Elder Chen agrees to help find the abyss scythe rat, but in return, he demands all information on the resentful spider matriarch and the map. Elder Chen extends his hand, sealing the terms of their new, mutually beneficial and dangerous agreement. Following the agreement, Elder Chen and his companion delve deeper into a treacherous, crimson-lit cavern, strange blue energy trailing in their wake. Elder Chen's companion cautions him about the level 18 steel-tailed scorpions lurking within, warning of their burrowing and sneak attack capabilities. He then suggests that this area is ripe for significant leveling up. Suddenly, Elder Chen's companion shouts a frantic warning, urging him to watch out behind him. Reacting instantly, Elder Chen whips around, his sword a blur of motion as he parries a lightning-fast attack from an unseen foe. A massive steel-tailed scorpion, its eyes glowing with malice, erupts from the ground with a guttural roar, directly confronting Elder Chen. Elder Chen stands firm, his dark blade radiating a crimson aura, prepared to face the monstrous scorpion. The ground shatters as the steel-tailed scorpion slams its powerful leg down, aiming to crush Elder Chen. With incredible agility, Elder Chen deftly evades the crushing blow, twisting his body and unleashing a swift, precise strike with his sword into the scorpion's armored shell. Clutching his arm, Elder Chen's companion explains that his wounds require immediate attention. The situation escalates as more steel-tailed scorpions emerge, surrounding them, while Elder Chen's companion drops to his knees, visibly struggling. A look of grim realization crosses his companion's face as he exclaims, "Not good." A steel-tailed scorpion lunges, roaring ferociously, as Elder Chen's companion struggles on the ground. Elder Chen lunges forward, a crimson arc from his blade cleaving through the air as he fiercely commands the scorpion to stay away from his friend. The force of Elder Chen's attack sends shockwaves through the cavern, a testament to his raw power. Elder Chen finds himself surrounded by an entire horde of steel-tailed scorpions, their red eyes glowing menacingly as they prepare to overwhelm him. As his companion begins to retreat, Elder Chen acknowledges his withdrawal. Elder Chen's companion glances back as he flees, hearing Elder Chen's resolute declaration that he will hold off the monstrous scorpions alone. Elder Chen plants his foot firmly, unleashing a powerful downward slash that cleaves through a steel-tailed scorpion. His blade tears through the scorpion's carapace, splitting it in two with brutal efficiency. With a devastating, sweeping motion, Elder Chen carves a path through the encroaching scorpions, his blade a crimson whirlwind. System notification flashes, confirming Elder Chen's kill of a steel-tailed scorpion 7 levels higher than him with 100% efficiency and congratulating him on leveling up to 16. A confident smirk plays on Elder Chen's lips as he remarks on reaching level 16, finding these Tier 2 monsters surprisingly easy to dispatch. From a distance, Elder Chen's companion observes his prowess, questioning if this truly represents the power of a Tier 1 professional. He muses that even an ordinary swordsman profession with SSS rank talent couldn't unleash such overwhelming power. Elder Chen suddenly looks up, his gaze fixed on a peculiar glowing plant embedded in the cavern wall, wondering aloud what it could be. Jin Quan warns Elder Chen that the vines behind them are level 25 lords with strong regeneration, explaining that they must strike the amethyst on their back to defeat them. A monstrous, flower-mouthed vine erupts from the ground, letting out a deafening roar as Elder Chen prepares for battle, blade in hand. Elder Chen leaps into action, delivering a powerful kick to the monstrous plant, initiating his assault. As Elder Chen slashes at the plant, he remarks that the monster's weakness is glaringly obvious. Elder Chen smirks, noting the monster's apparent lack of defense as he prepares to deliver a decisive blow. With swift precision, Elder Chen brings his blade down, aiming for the vulnerable point on the plant monster. His attack connects with brutal force, tearing through the plant's tough exterior amidst a burst of red energy. The flower-mouthed monster lets out another pained roar, its form convulsing from Elder Chen's strike. The monster explodes in a spectacular display of energy, and a system notification confirms Elder Chen has slain the flower-mouthed insect king, a foe 9 levels his senior, achieving a 100% efficiency rating and leveling up to 18. Jin Quan, observing the aftermath, expresses his astonishment at Elder Chen's sword technique, describing each cut as incredibly smooth and clean. Jin Quan notes the unusually high drop rate, pointing out that 2 more crests have appeared from the defeated monster. The system displays the details of the flower-mouthed ring, purple, a Tier 2 equipment with 8 stars in Constitution and Intelligence, increasing healing effect by 15%, and possessing the active skill Flower Healing, which continuously restores injuries and grants a storage space of 10 × 10 × 10m. Another system prompt reveals the spell, Divine Radiance, blue, a Tier 2 priest skill that channels divine power to heal allies and grant them a divine protection effect, reducing incoming damage. Holding the newly acquired crests, Elder Chen asks Jin Quan if he possesses a debilitating skill, to which Jin Quan responds by asking for clarification on the term. Jin Quan explains that debilitation affects living beings by suppressing their healing and recovery capabilities. Jin Quan elaborates, describing how Elder Chen's blade causes the monster's wounds to melt away as if made of cheese. Elder Chen acknowledges the peculiar nature of his attacks, attributing it to the bonus provided by his garble talent. Jin Quan then asks Elder Chen if he has ever attempted to unequip a crest, to which Elder Chen replies that he has not. Jin Quan clarifies the nature of crests, explaining that unequipping them causes them to dissipate and they can only coalesce upon death, emphasizing that crests are an integral part of one's power and cultivation, not mere equipment. Elder Chen comments on Jin Quan's extensive knowledge. Jin Quan then advises Elder Chen that with his abilities, he no longer needs to stay in this area, directing him north towards a lone Tier 3 lava behemoth lord. The path ahead opens into a vast, fiery cavern, molten lava flowing like rivers through the treacherous terrain. As they navigate the fiery landscape, Jin Quan explains that the Tier 3 lava behemoth lord possesses immense power and defense but is typically dormant. Elder Chen questions the need to kill it, to which Jin Quan responds that it would help Elder Chen advance a tier and provide lava fruit, a favorite food of the abyssal scythe rat. Jin Quan announces their arrival, his gaze fixed on their destination. Elder Chen observes the surroundings, his expression serious as they reach the location. Before them lies the colossal, dormant form of the Tier 3 lava behemoth lord, a massive rock-like creature resting within a pool of molten lava. Jin Quan reveals that the creature is a level 39 domain lord, second only to the overlord-class grudge spider queen. Elder Chen inquires if it's defenseless while sleeping, to which Jin Quan confirms its vulnerability but warns of its extremely high defense. Elder Chen picks up a piece of ore, a confident smirk playing on his lips, declaring his intent to attempt to breach the behemoth lord's defenses. With a powerful leap, Elder Chen launches himself towards the dormant lava behemoth lord, his blade glinting as he prepares to strike. Elder Chen's sword connects with the colossal head of the lava behemoth lord, a small crack appearing on its rocky surface as the impact reverberates. The monumental impact of Elder Chen's blade leaves a visible crack on the lava behemoth lord, yet the white-haired antagonist observes its incredible defense, acknowledging the challenge ahead. Unfazed, Elder Chen declares, "Then taste my blade," as he plunges downwards, his sword wreathed in fiery energy, ready to deliver a devastating follow-up strike. The colossal head of the lava behemoth lord groans under the assault, a deep glowing fissure tearing across its rocky surface, radiating intense heat and power from within. Lava behemoth lord's face contorts in a silent, enraged roar, its eyes burning crimson as raw energy erupts from the fresh wound, signifying its pain and fury. A massive, blinding explosion of molten energy engulfs the battlefield, momentarily obscuring Elder Chen within its fiery core as the behemoth unleashes its final, desperate counterattack. Yet, Elder Chen stands firm amidst the inferno, his eyes glowing with fierce determination, pushing through the searing heat and concussive force of the explosion. As the dust and fire settle, Elder Chen stands victorious, his glowing blade still in hand, gazing upon the cataclysmic explosion that marks the final demise of the colossal lava behemoth lord. A system notification flashes, confirming Elder Chen's triumph. He has killed a domain lord 21 levels higher with 100% efficiency, achieving a Tier 1 advancement. The white-haired antagonist collapses, stunned by the sheer power displayed, exclaiming, "He actually did it. A level 18 one-shot a level 39 domain lord." Elder Chen calmly surveys the aftermath as 3 brilliant golden orbs of light materialize from the remnants of the slain monster, signifying valuable loot drops. The scene transitions to a dynamic splash page showcasing Elder Chen in a powerful stance, his sword at the ready, surrounded by dark, crackling energy. A system window details the Molten Lava Verdict Greatsword, rank 3, granting plus 45 strength, plus 35 constitution, and powerful trigger effects like Molten Lava Roar and Impact. Another system window appears, displaying the Molten Lava Chestplate, Heavy Armor, rank 3, purple quality, providing plus 13 constitution, plus 15 fortitude, and defensive triggers like Molten Lava Shield and Molten Lava Swamp. 2 more system windows reveal the Molten Lava Warhelm and Molten Lava Pauldrons, both heavy armor, completing the set with various stat bonuses and unique defensive and offensive abilities. Elder Chen smiles, pleased with his new acquisitions, remarking, "Nice gear. Let's see if I can advance now," as he interacts with the floating system interfaces. His expression turns serious as he reads his advancement conditions, realizing, "Not yet. I need a swordsmanship emblem to progress his demon swordsman class beyond level 20. Meanwhile, the white-haired antagonist jubilantly raises a glowing molten lava fruit, celebrating, "Great, a molten lava fruit dropped. With this, I've got at least a 20% chance of changing my destiny." Elder Chen turns to the white-haired antagonist, inquiring, "Do you know if swordsmanship emblems drop in pit number 1? The white-haired antagonist reveals he too is level 20 and stuck, needing an emblem to advance. The white-haired antagonist explains the grim reality. A lot of monsters drop swordsmanship emblems, but the drop rate is too low. He further clarifies, you have to kill monsters at least 5 levels higher than you for the drop rate to improve at all. Continuing their discussion, the white-haired antagonist asks Elder Chen, what kind of swordsmanship skills are you leaning towards? Elder Chen promptly replies, an agility build. White-haired antagonist shakes his head, offering a surprising alternative. No, I think you might be able to go for a Constitution Fortitude build. He elaborates, illustrating that a typical Constitution build swordsman lacks defense compared to a knight and deals pitiful damage, deeming it a useless build. However, he clarifies, but you're different, explaining that Elder Chen's Netherflame God statue and a fast assault skill could break the limitations of a Constitution build, making it a nearly perfect class. Elder Chen considers the advice, a confident smirk gracing his lips as he agrees, that makes sense. But first, tell me where the next location is. The white-haired antagonist consults a map listing potential destinations. We can check out the dry water mines, Ghostwood Valley, and the train terminus. He further explains that only one skill emblem is needed for class advancement to rank 3, but rank 4 requires a class breakthrough unachievable in pit number 1. The vista opens to an expansive view of the lower city, a sprawling urban landscape of closely packed buildings under a vast, cloudy sky, marking their next destination. Deep within the newly revealed lower city, a subordinate expresses the overwhelming difficulty of their mission, deeming it nearly impossible. The long-haired man, however, declares his intent to thoroughly search Deadman's city, emphasizing that pit number 1 will remain closed for 2 decades after this operation. The long-haired man reacts with furious disbelief, asserting his authority that no one is permitted to enter without his direct command. The long-haired man rages, fearing that if the thief makes contact, his status from the upper city will be rendered useless, hindering his investigation. The subordinate on the right attempts to explain his limitations, stating he is merely a minor lord of the lower city and cannot stop them. The subordinate suggests the long-haired man negotiate himself, citing his status with the Vanguard conglomerate as a likely advantage. The long-haired man's eyes glow a furious red, his face contorted in a shadowed snarl. The long-haired man stands resolute, his gaze fixed downward, one hand extended in a gesture of command or contemplation. The long-haired man makes a call, greeting his second uncle before immediately demanding the location of a crucial item. The voice on the other end calmly states he has the item and is attending a friend's birthday, promising to return the day after tomorrow. The long-haired man, visibly angered, warns him not to bother returning if the item isn't found. The call abruptly ends with a series of beeps, leaving the long-haired man staring at his phone with a look of exasperated frustration. The long-haired man clenches his jaw, declaring he can no longer passively wait for events to unfold. From a rooftop overlooking the sprawling city, a man on the phone states that defending himself from Lee Hong-yu would only imply guilt. He confidently asserts his innocence, inviting the Vanguard conglomerate to investigate him. He then reveals he has already checked the location where the emblem was lost. The man with blue hair confirms that the blasted-out passage remains the only entry, with no other tunnels. He concludes that they can now confirm the target is located within Deadman's City. The man with blue hair delivers a curt "you're on your own" into the phone as a shadowy, cloaked figure, wreathed in dark purple energy, manifests behind him. The man with blue hair turns to the cloaked elder, asking if he believes they can locate the item. The cloaked elder, with a wise demeanor, quotes the family head, stating that action leads to success and assures the young master of his eventual triumph. However, he then grimly assesses the current situation, admitting the chances are small and that Yang likely cannot wait much longer. The cloaked elder reveals that the family head has already departed for the elemental holy city, where an unknown emblem is also rumored to exist. The man with blue hair then declares that young Master Yang is fortunate, believing fate will be on his side. Elder Chen stands victorious over the colossal rhinoceros beetle king, a monster 9 levels his superior, having defeated it with absolute efficiency. A system notification confirms his impressive feat. A red-haired man, standing nearby, eagerly asks Elder Chen for the rhino horn, believing it will quickly heal his leg. Elder Chen, holding a pulsating purple orb, readily grants it, stating he has already acquired what he needed. Elder Chen descends with formidable force, his crimson blade arcing downward, leaving trails of dark purple energy as he delivers a final, decisive strike. Elder Chen maintains a powerful combat stance, his body wreathed in swirling purple energy, his blade poised for the next devastating blow. Elder Chen gazes at the purple orb, a confident smirk playing on his lips as he reveals that his demon swordsmanship grants him the unique ability to learn skills 1 rank higher than his current level. With a resolute command, Elder Chen activates the purple orb, its power surging as he initiates the learning process. A system notification flashes, congratulating Elder Chen on successfully acquiring the powerful skill, Blade of the Armybreaker, as he stands enveloped in a vibrant aura of purple energy. Elder Chen unleashes a devastating, sweeping slash of dark purple energy, its immense power tearing through the air. The purple energy slash connects with brutal force, a powerful impact resonating through the cavern. A hand reaches out, grasping a mystical fishing rod that glows with an ethereal blue light, surrounded by shimmering energy fragments. The red-haired man casts his glowing fishing rod with a swift motion, suggesting they use the meat from the rhinoceros beetle king as bait to lure out their targets. Bait, made from the rhinoceros beetle king and cast by the red-haired man, hits the water with a potent splash, sending ripples across the murky surface. Almost instantly, he exclaims that they've got a bite, his grin widening as Elder Chen watches the line with focused intensity. A monstrous bone-eating fish, level 23, bursts from the water, its red eyes glowing menacingly as he struggles to hold the line against its immense power. The bone-eating fish thrashes violently, its powerful body creating a vortex of red energy and water as Elder Chen prepares for a swift counterattack. A golden aura erupts around Elder Chen, signifying the activation of a potent ability as he channels his power. Elder Chen stands tall, engulfed in a blazing golden aura, as a system notification confirms his advancement to Tier 2, marking a significant power increase. Elder Chen observes his updated status window, revealing his name as Diwu Jin Quan, a demonic swordsman at level 21, now Tier 2. He internally notes the surprisingly smooth advancement process. Elder Chen reviews the detailed description of his enhanced skill, Swordsmanship, Blade of Ruin, an orange Tier 2 ability that delivers devastating impact and sword chi, noting how much stronger it has become. 2 large cuts of meat sizzle over a roaring campfire, their surfaces browning perfectly, indicating a well-deserved break after the intense battle. Already settled by the crackling fire with a piece of roasted meat, he invites Elder Chen to join him for a meal and a much-needed break. As they eat, Elder Chen praises the perfectly roasted meat, crispy outside and tender inside. The red-haired man, pleased, jests that his cooking skills could make a Torgru business thrive, to which Elder Chen chuckles at the idea. Elder Chen, looking contemplative, inquires about the true vastness of their current world. He explains that the world is incredibly vast, with humanity constantly expanding into unknown territories. He reveals that their Hengsha domain is home to 3 superpowers: the Flying Eagle Empire, the Apocalypse Empire, and the Elemental Holy City, all of whom revere strength above all else. Elder Chen expresses his concern, remarking that survival in such a power-driven world sounds exceptionally difficult. His expression grave, asserts that true freedom in this world can only be attained through strength, as anything less means living under the control of others. Elder Chen questions the longevity of the Flying Eagle Empire, prompting him to recall the early signs of escalating beast tides along the border, even when he possessed greater power. He grimly predicts that the 3 major powers will eventually fall to the beast tides, leading to a return to the Wandering Era, a time of widespread monster nests. Elder Chen, visibly worried, asks for clarification, to which he describes it as a harrowing period where the weak are hunted by the strong, and hiding becomes the only option. He reminds Elder Chen that tour groups could enter Pit 1 at any moment, emphasizing the need to avoid them. The scene shifts to the outer platform of Dead City Pit 1, where a sleek tour group train pulls into the station amidst towering city buildings. On the tour group train, an unnamed man questions why Pit 1, which opened yesterday, is only now allowing entry. Young Master Li explains it's to allow the Sand Devourer swarm to calm down, and scoffs at the idea of pioneering with mere level 21 strength. The unnamed man recognizes young Master Li, mockingly recalling a past incident where his legs were broken. Young Master Li then mentions Ji Linger's presence, taunting him about trying his luck again. Young Master Li's face contorts in fury as he internally curses the unnamed man for dredging up the old humiliation of having his legs broken by Ji Linger's brother for hitting on her. Ji Linger interjects, her voice firm, telling both men to cease their bickering. Ji Linger, identified by her name, calmly gives the order to move out, her eyes closed in serene authority. Young Master Li, his expression resolute, internally vows to stick close to Ji Linger's group, determined not to let them trade away a crucial emblem they have yet to discover. Elder Chen asks him to clarify what a tour group is. He explains they are young masters from the upper district who descend for entertainment, finding pleasure in killing and seeking opportunities. With a reassuring smile, he places a hand on Elder Chen's shoulder, declaring their next destination, Ghostwood Valley, a place for Elder Chen to further level up. The view opens up from a cave entrance, revealing the foreboding landscape of Ghostwood Valley, characterized by jagged, towering mountains and sparse, alien foliage under a dramatic sky. As Elder Chen and Jin Quan venture deeper into the ominous Ghostwood Valley, Jin Quan warns of the prevalent slicing blade mantises, identifying them as highly agile monsters. Jin Quan then offers Elder Chen a bloodbud shock bomb, explaining its function. Upon detonation, it releases adhesive blood filaments designed to severely impede enemy movement. He instructs Elder Chen to utilize his super armor skill to break free from any entanglement, urging him to swiftly eliminate the monster lord. Jin Quan adds that after the mantis falls, numerous low-defense iron wire parasites will emerge from its corpse. Jin Quan reveals his past profession as a blood-flesh mechanic, a unique blend of mysticism and technology. He requests to handle the emerging parasites alone, aiming to use their defeat to advance his weapon. Elder Chen, surprised, connects the dots, realizing Jin Quan's unique profession explains his previous hunt for vampire bats. He questions if all weapons can be advanced through monster kills. Jin Quan clarifies, revealing that his weapon is not merely an object but a refined ghostblood spear, once his guard who died protecting him. He emphasizes that even in this form, his guard remains a profession holder. Elder Chen, drawing his formidable dark blade, instructs Jin Quan to eliminate any parasites he encounters. Jin Quan agrees, stating his priority is a 100% efficient kill on the monster lord, anticipating a high skill drop rate. Suddenly, Elder Chen senses an imminent threat, his eyes widening as he prepares for a swift engagement. A massive slicing blade mantis descends from above, its sharp limbs poised to strike Elder Chen. Responding with incredible speed, Elder Chen activates his Netherflame God statue skill, a colossal, armored blue construct manifesting behind him, deflecting the mantis's assault. The Netherflame God statue acts as an impenetrable shield, absorbing the slicing blade mantis's powerful strike with a resounding clang. With eyes burning red, Elder Chen unleashes a furious counterattack, declaring the mantis is courting death for its sneak assault. Elder Chen's blade cleaves through the slicing blade mantis, disintegrating it instantly. A system notification confirms, you killed the slicing blade mantis 4 levels above you. Efficiency 100%. Observing the damage, Elder Chen remarks on the mantis's surprisingly high attack power, noting that even his Netherflame God statue was cut open. As the severed head of another mantis lies in the foreground, Elder Chen urgently commands Jin Quan to fall back, recognizing the escalating danger. Just as Elder Chen warns, Jin Quan finds himself ensnared by swirling purple, tendril-like entities, the iron wire parasites erupting from the fallen mantis. Undeterred, Jin Quan confidently declares he will handle it, firing his advanced rifle. The shot transforms into a burst of ice shards, freezing the attacking parasites. A satisfied smirk spreads across Jin Quan's face as he observes the effective freezing of the parasites, acknowledging the potency of his weapon. Above, Elder Chen spots more slicing blade mantises descending, their menacing roars echoing through the valley, indicating a larger swarm. Elder Chen readies his stance as a message directs viewers to the official source for the full chapter. As Elder Chen finds himself surrounded by 2 more slicing blade mantises, a crucial message appears, urging viewers to support the official source for the chapter's continuity. With a powerful roar, Elder Chen activates his Netherflame God statue once more, summoning the formidable Blue Guardian to confront the multiple slicing blade mantises. Elder Chen, eyes ablaze with fierce determination, unleashes a devastating assault, declaring death upon his foes. His blade cuts down 3 slicing blade mantises, each 4 levels his superior, achieving 100% efficiency. Elder Chen continues his relentless assault, his blade tearing through the remaining threats, as a final message directs readers to the exclusive chapters on the official website. With glowing blue eyes, Elder Chen senses one final threat, his hand extended as he prepares to deliver the finishing blow. A surge of dark energy erupts from Elder Chen, directed at the shadowy forms ahead, their red eyes piercing the swirling dust. He unleashes a swift, powerful strike, his blade carving a crimson arc through the air. Activating Troll's earth-rending slash, Elder Chen's attack rips across the ground with devastating force, leaving a trail of raw power. He expertly creates an opening, declaring this a good chance to press his advantage amidst the swirling red slashes. The crimson slashes tear through the green trolls, their bodies recoiling from the brutal impact. A system notification flashes, congratulating Elder Chen on reaching level 22. Bathed in a golden aura, Elder Chen reflects on his bugged, garbled talent, which grants him infinite cutting damage, ensuring his slashes are always lethal. Suddenly, Elder Chen is forced to evade a swift, purple energy attack, narrowly dodging a powerful strike. Catching his breath, Elder Chen reveals that he encountered a hidden boss and was nearly killed. The red-skinned antagonist commands an unseen ally, Jin Quan, to quickly deploy the Thunder Bomb. A hand swiftly catches the Thunder Bomb, ready to turn the tide of battle. With a determined shout of "Got it!" Elder Chen hurls the explosive device towards his foe. The Thunder Bomb detonates, engulfing a green troll in a burst of purple energy. The green troll is now helplessly ensnared by glowing red energy ropes, immobilized and vulnerable. Elder Chen descends from above, poised to deliver a crushing blow to the bound green troll. He executes a devastating red energy slash, cleaving through the immobilized green troll with brutal efficiency. A system message confirms Elder Chen successfully killed the Rending Blade Mantis King, a foe 10 levels higher, with 100% combat effectiveness. Another system notification announces Elder Chen has reached level 23 as he marvels at his demonic body 4 blocking significant damage, surrounded by a vibrant blue aura. 2 new skill emblems appear: Swordsmanship, Flying Wing 3-stage slash, purple, which dashes the user forward for 3 consecutive slashes with massive damage, and Swordsmanship, Demonic Wing 3-stage slash, orange, which sprouts wings for low-altitude dashes and powerful fan-shaped attacks. Holding 2 skill emblems, Elder Chen confirms he has gathered the necessary swordsmanship skills, needing 3 to advance to Tier 3. Elder Chen proudly states his weapon has advanced to Tier 1, earning a hearty congratulations from the red-skinned antagonist. The red-skinned antagonist points out Elder Chen has sufficient skills and only needs 1 more level, asking how many more are required. Elder Chen confirms he needs just 1 more level, as the red-skinned antagonist advises him to hunt high-level but slow monsters for quick leveling. As Elder Chen seeks quick leveling, the red-skinned antagonist's advice leads them to a formidable, high-level monster, hinting at the challenges ahead. The red-skinned antagonist identifies their target, a herd of spinel-horned oxen, a relatively docile Tier 3 monster, but warns that provoking them will trigger a devastating war stomp charge. He emphasizes the danger, stating that no legion below Tier 3 can withstand the impact of their combined group buff skill, highlighting the oxen's immense power. Elder Chen inquires about the best way to deal with such monsters, to which the red-skinned antagonist suggests utilizing terrain and fortifications for strategic advantage. The red-skinned antagonist recounts how pioneers used earth mags to create trenches and traps to slow charging herds. Elder Chen, however, points out their limited resources, allowing them only to carve holes into the rock wall. He further warns that the spinel-horned oxen possess an earth prison skill capable of instantly creating rock formations to trap its victims, advising Elder Chen to exit any rock wall cover immediately after dodging a war stomp. Elder Chen, gripping his blade with determination, acknowledges the plan and instructs the red-skinned antagonist to stand back and observe the ensuing battle. From a secure vantage point, the red-skinned antagonist takes aim with a high-tech sniper rifle, preparing to provide crucial support to Elder Chen. A brilliant blue energy blast erupts from the rifle, striking the ground with explosive force and signaling the start of the engagement. The powerful energy blast successfully agitates the spinel-horned oxen, their eyes glowing ominously as they prepare to retaliate. One of the spinel-horned oxen lets out a thunderous roar, its jaws wide, signaling the herd's enraged and unified response. The entire herd of spinel-horned oxen charges forward in a devastating war stomp, their massive forms thundering across the landscape towards Elder Chen. From his vantage point, the red-skinned antagonist shouts a warning, confirming the herd's imminent arrival and urging Elder Chen to brace himself. Elder Chen, concealed behind glowing rock formations, calmly states his readiness, confident that even if the earth prison skill activates, he will remain unharmed. The spinel-horned oxen intensify their charge, their bodies now wreathed in menacing purple energy, activating their powerful group buff skill. The ground erupts in a massive purple explosion as the herd's war stomp skill impacts, shattering the terrain and sending debris flying. Elder Chen emerges from his cover, relieved, acknowledging that following the red-skinned antagonist's advice saved him from being crushed. The red-skinned antagonist fires a precise energy beam, declaring that the spinel-horned oxen are now vulnerable during their skill cooldown period, presenting their only window for a counterattack. The spinel-horned oxen, momentarily disoriented and weakened after their powerful attack, are caught in their cooldown phase, leaving them exposed. Activating a formidable skill, Elder Chen unleashes the troll's earth-rending slash, a crimson energy attack that tears through the air. The potent crimson slash impacts the ground with devastating force, sending sharp fragments of rock flying in all directions. Spinel-horned oxen are struck by the powerful attack, their forms reeling as the crimson energy rips through their ranks. Elder Chen executes a rapid lunge, activating Blade of Ruin, his sword trailing destructive red energy as he closes in on the weakened herd. His blade cuts a wide arc, leaving a devastating trail of crimson energy that cleaves through the air with lethal precision. The Blade of Ruin connects, sending the massive spinel-horned oxen flying with brutal force, their forms tossed aside by the overwhelming power. The red-skinned antagonist watches in awe, remarking on Elder Chen's incredible strength, executing two powerful skills with consecutive quick movements. He admits that even at his peak, he would be no match for Elder Chen's prowess. The red-skinned antagonist, reeling from Elder Chen's overwhelming power, admits that even with his SSS rank talent and the mythic-class Fleshmech Scrapper skill, he stood no chance against such a formidable opponent. Elder Chen moves like a blur, a true force of nature, prompting the red-skinned antagonist to exclaim, "What a monster!" As Elder Chen stands victorious over the fallen beasts, the system announces his triumph. "Congratulations, you have reached level 29. Master Fang's subordinate expresses his surprise at Elder Chen's efficiency, remarking that he had planned to use his gun to pull half the herd, but it proved entirely unnecessary. Elder Chen then questions if the Spinel bull herd had a lord. Master Fang's subordinate confidently states that if the herd had a lord, it would be another Descentier matriarch, implying its absence. Master Fang's subordinate, kneeling by a defeated beast, informs Elder Chen that the corpses contain valuable Spinel bezoars, an excellent detoxification material. With a satisfied smirk, Master Fang's subordinate extracts a glowing Spinel bezoar, noting its high value. Elder Chen excitedly questions if their newfound bounty makes them rich. Master Fang's subordinate confirms, advising him to sell the bezoars to the Tianhe Consortium, whose potion business ensures these alone could provide a decent life. Master Fang's subordinate warns Elder Chen that they must act quickly, as the strong scent of blood will soon attract a large number of monsters to their location. Elder Chen, eager for a challenge, declares that he's only one level away from his class advancement, making the arrival of more monsters a perfect opportunity. However, Master Fang's subordinate cautions that it won't be a single type of monster, but potentially several groups, making the encounter far more difficult. Master Fang's subordinate suggests they head in a specific direction, confident they can gather enough experience for Elder Chen's next level by eliminating any monsters they encounter along the path. Elder Chen agrees to the plan, but insists they must not waste the valuable emblems that have dropped from the defeated creatures, as he absorbs their essence. As they advance, Elder Chen declares their destination, the central area where monsters are most dense and a refuge nest awaits. Master Fang's subordinate, intrigued, questions the nature of this refuge nest. Master Fang's subordinate explains that the central area is home to the silver-thread silkworm, a bug that resides in the caves of the Red Earth. He elaborates on their habit of creating giant underground cocoons as feeding nests, trapping any prey they catch. He concludes that by entering this feeding nest, they can easily eliminate a large number of monsters. Deep within the earth, a sleek, futuristic train hurtles through a rugged, cave-like tunnel, its speed echoing through the cavern. Inside the luxurious train, a man named Liu Shi from the Zhenshui group thanks young Master Zhu for leading them into Pit 1, offers a toast, and mentions his family's construction business. Zhu Zhenxiong, a blonde-haired man, confidently declares their main mission is land reclamation, stating that once it's complete, all other matters become negotiable. Inside the moving train, a man in a black suit gazes thoughtfully out the window at the passing landscape. A passenger, clearly bored, grumbles about the endless journey, wondering when the train will finally come to a halt. Master Fang's subordinate, with a look of surprise, questions why a train is passing by now, as the tour group isn't scheduled for another 15 days. Master Fang's subordinate watches the passing train, catching a glimpse of a passenger looking out from inside. Both the passenger on the train and Master Fang's subordinate are struck by a sudden, mutual shock, their eyes wide with disbelief. The startled passenger exclaims in disbelief, questioning if the person he saw is truly alive, remarking on the familiar intensity in their eyes. Zhu Zhenxiong scolds the jumpy passenger, revealing his name as Zhao Liubai, and asking what's gotten into him. A pair of hands frantically grip the window frame, a silent testament to the shock and panic unfolding within the train. In a desperate, impulsive move, Zhao Liubai leaps from the speeding train, plummeting towards the rugged terrain below. This is an advertisement banner. Zhao Liubai, now on the ground and pursued by two figures, frantically searches the area, questioning where he went, convinced he saw two people, one of whom bore a striking resemblance to a familiar face. Picking up from Zhao Liubai's frantic search, one of his suited companions questions his distress, asking young Master Zhao, "What's wrong?" Zhao Liubai's gaze hardens with conviction, his thoughts echoing that he couldn't have been mistaken. Someone was undoubtedly standing there. He then presses, if he's not dead, why didn't he go back to the upper city? Meanwhile, deep within a desolate cavern, Elder Chen walks alongside a red-haired companion. The companion observes that the young man from the train seemed to know Elder Chen, then inquires if he is the contact from the Tianhe financial group. Elder Chen confirms, adding that the individual is wealthy enough to purchase their spinel-horned bezoars. The red-haired companion elaborates on the young master of the Tianhe financial group, describing him as a dark priest masquerading as a holy one. He then reveals that the upper city supposedly only possesses two mythical class emblems, his own Flesh Mechanist and the Flying Eagle Legion's Thunder Beast Berserker. However, he gravely reveals a hidden truth. No one knows that the family actually possesses a third mythical class, and that a descendant of their lineage has already attuned to it, manifesting with a powerful purple aura. Suddenly, Elder Chen feels a strange sensation, looking down in surprise as thin white threads rapidly ensnare his leg, prompting him to question their nature. Before they can react, both Elder Chen and his companion are violently pulled downwards, entangled in the mysterious white threads as they plummet through the crimson-tinged cavern. Suspended upside down by the silken threads, Elder Chen laments their carelessness, realizing they were ambushed while distracted. His red-haired companion identifies their predicament as the silver thread silkworm's specialty, explaining that while it lacks combat power, its silk is incredibly tough and fast. He then points out the large cocoons, revealing them to be the silkworm's food reserves, which allow it to quickly reach level 30. Elder Chen, refusing to remain trapped, declares his intent to break free, a powerful blue energy flaring around him as he prepares to unleash an attack. With a surge of crimson energy, Elder Chen activates his blade, declaring they must eliminate all threats before the silver thread silkworm returns, then unleashes a devastating strike. Elder Chen's blade carves a path through the beetle-like creatures, swiftly dispatching them. A system notification confirms his efficiency. You killed T. Stinger Beetle, which was one level higher than you, with 100% effectiveness. Despite his successful strikes, Elder Chen's expression shows frustration as he realizes he's still just shy of leveling up. Elder Chen continues to fight, while his red-haired companion, still bound, concludes that he must now pursue the silver thread silkworm directly. Elder Chen turns to his companion, demanding to know the location of the silver thread silkworm. The red-haired companion explains that the thin, almost invisible strands are the silkworm's warning threads designed to keep intruders from its nest. He cautions Elder Chen that touching them will cause the creature to return instantly. Elder Chen considers the warning, his gaze fixed forward as he processes the information about the silkworm's defenses. With a resolute stance, Elder Chen readies his red-bladed sword, prepared to face whatever lies ahead within the silkworm's territory. Elder Chen's face tightens with fierce determination, sharp energy blades swirling around him as he braces for an imminent confrontation. The ground shatters as the massive silver-thread silkworm, emanating a sinister purple aura, bursts forth from the earth, revealing its colossal form. The monstrous silkworm rears its head, its sharp proboscis extending menacingly, ready to strike. As the colossal silkworm towers over them, the red-haired companion shouts a warning, urging caution against the formidable foe. Elder Chen dismisses the warning, confidently stating he will handle the threat himself. He then unleashes a powerful strike, connecting with the massive silkworm, which cries out in pain. Elder Chen's decisive strike cleaves through the silver-thread silkworm, bringing it down. A system notification confirms his incredible feat. You killed the silver-thread silkworm, Lord, which was 8 levels higher than you, with 100% effectiveness. A triumphant system notification blazes. Congratulations on reaching level 30. The red-haired companion, witnessing the aftermath, expresses his surprise, realizing the formidable foe was actually a lord. The system displays the crucial advancement conditions. Kill Tier 3 Monster X10 with 100% effectiveness. Kill Tier 3 Monster Lord X1. The red-haired companion informs Elder Chen that with his 3 swordsman skills, he can directly advance to Tier 3 by simply eliminating the remaining monsters. Elder Chen then asks for the plan, stating he is almost ready, needing only one more Tier 3 nest to advance. The red-haired companion reveals his ultimate target, the Abyss Scythe Weasel, a creature known for its extremely keen perception. He outlines the strategy, explaining that to injure it, they must attack from both front and back, executing a full siege. The red-haired companion continues, pinpointing the ideal location as the nest of the sand-devouring worms and the resentful spider matriarch. He explains that both monsters command numerous subordinates who will emerge in full force if startled, and combined with Elder Chen's attack, this should be enough to force open an abyss passage. The red-haired companion gives a confident thumbs-up, stating that if their plan succeeds, they will part ways. Elder Chen, however, expresses a moment of doubt, wondering if he can truly survive in the perilous abyss. Elder Chen gazes at the golden emblem in his hand, his eyes widening in surprise as he recognizes it as the legendary class emblem. The red-haired companion reminds him of his promise to give it to him. The red-haired companion presses Elder Chen regarding the mission's unfinished status, questioning if he will still receive his commission. Elder Chen, holding the golden class emblem, explains that if his journey into the abyss proceeds smoothly, he won't need the emblem, and if it doesn't, he won't need it at all, so he might as well give it away. With a determined look, the red-haired companion urges Elder Chen forward, declaring that they will clear another monster nest before sending him into the abyss. Meanwhile, 3 men in formal suits traverse a rocky, cavernous landscape, one of them voicing his confusion over the unusual absence of monsters along their path. The men discuss the strange quiet, with one speculating that the mine slaves might have already fed the monsters, leaving them too sluggish to hunt. Suddenly, the men halt, their expressions turning to shock as they spot an enormous, dark, and seemingly dead creature partially visible within the cavern. One of the men, wide-eyed with disbelief, exclaims that the big-mouth worm has been instantly killed, indicating the presence of an overwhelming force. As they inspect the massive, fallen creature, one of the men kneels, observing that all the wounds were caused by swords and blades, marveling at the domineering sword technique employed. The men stand dwarfed by the colossal, lava-encrusted corpse of what appears to be a lava behemoth, its massive form radiating residual heat within the fiery cavern. 2 of the men express their astonishment, recalling rumors about the lava behemoth's incredibly high defense and questioning how such a formidable creature could have been killed so easily. One of the men, determined to understand, draws a dagger and declares his intention to examine the behemoth's corpse more closely. The dagger shatters instantly upon contact with the lava behemoth's hardened, rock-like skin, confirming its immense defense even in death. Holding the broken blade, the man looks bewildered, pondering who could possibly possess the power to kill a creature with such impenetrable defenses. The men discuss the extraordinary power required, concluding that even a mythical class with SSS-rank talent and top-tier gear, combined with powerful skills, could not achieve such a decisive kill in the lower 3 tiers. One of the men explains that a domain lord gains territory bonuses, and the lava behemoth's blood is intrinsically linked to the entire lava lake, making its defeat even more astounding. Alarmed, one of the men suggests the killer might be a Tier 7 blood sacrificer and urges them to leave the dimension for their safety, noting that no one has broken the dimensional limit in 1,000 years. Another man questions their next move, while one of his companions advises that since their target is lost, it would be best to leave immediately, as staying any longer would be pointless. However, the leader of the group, with a resolute expression, declares they cannot return empty-handed and insists there are still many places to explore within this dimension. Elsewhere, Elder Chen, now in a blue uniform jacket, unleashes a powerful red energy slash, demonstrating his combat prowess. Elder Chen is surrounded by numerous red tumor worms as a system notification confirms his perfect effectiveness in killing a red tumor worm which was one level higher than him. From a scoped perspective, Elder Chen expertly dodges the attack of a colossal red tumor worm, preparing for a counteroffensive. The red-haired companion, aiming his sniper rifle, urgently warns Elder Chen to watch out for the red tumor king behind him. A powerful blue energy shot erupts from the red-haired companion's sniper rifle, streaking across the cavern towards the colossal worm. The giant red tumor king roars in fury as the blue energy blast strikes its massive body, momentarily staggering it. Elder Chen, with a fierce declaration of courting death, unleashes another devastating red energy attack against the monster. The powerful red energy slash cleaves through the red tumor king, inflicting a critical blow. Standing victorious over the defeated Red Tumor King, Elder Chen receives a system notification confirming he killed the monster, which was 3 levels higher than him, with 100% effectiveness. Standing victorious over the defeated Red Tumor King, Elder Chen receives a system notification confirming he killed the monster, which was 3 levels higher than him, with 100% effectiveness. He observes the low drop rate from the defeated monster, noting the small level gap, and muses on how difficult it must be for ordinary class holders to progress under such conditions. Master Fang's subordinate informs Elder Chen that the red tumor worm's tunnel leads directly to the sand-devouring worm's nest. He offers to scout ahead while Elder Chen acclimatizes to his newly acquired Tier 3 power. With golden energy swirling around him, Elder Chen confirms his readiness, stating he has already reached level 30. Elder Chen's eyes glow with determination as he declares his ability to now equip the powerful lava set. Empowered by the newly equipped lava set, Elder Chen stands enveloped in searing flames, the crystalline armor pieces radiating intense heat. Master Fang's subordinate stares in disbelief, stammering as he witnesses Elder Chen's sudden transformation. Amidst a fiery aura, Elder Chen stands radiating immense power, prompting Master Fang's subordinate to exclaim in shock about the appearance of 200 stars. Elder Chen clenches his fist, a fiery aura pulsing around it, as he remarks on the immense power surge, feeling several times stronger after equipping a new orange-grade weapon. Master Fang's subordinate explains that Elder Chen's class boasts exceptional constitution and strength growth, allowing him to achieve 100 stars ranking at merely Tier 3. He advises Elder Chen to display this mark if he encounters trouble, as it will deter any foolish adversaries. Elder Chen confidently declares their next move, inviting Master Fang's subordinate to explore the sand-devouring worm's nest together. Elder Chen moves with predatory caution through the dark tunnel, his gaze sharp as Master Fang's subordinate follows closely behind him. 1 hour later, Elder Chen and Master Fang's subordinate finally emerge from the dark tunnel, stepping out into a forest clearing marked by ominous red trails. Master Fang's subordinate coughs, expressing relief at escaping the suffocating air of the tunnel. Elder Chen, however, focuses on their success, stating that their efforts weren't in vain as they found the exit. Elder Chen's eye widens in shock as they survey the horrifying scene before them, a forest clearing strewn with countless skeletal remains bathed in an unsettling red glow. Master Fang's subordinate grimly notes the heavy scent of blood, concluding that this area must be a hunting ground for the abyss scythe rat. Master Fang's subordinate announces his intention to place the mysterious, brain-like fruit, holding it carefully along with a peculiar mechanical device. Master Fang's subordinate carefully positions the intricate mechanical device onto the forest floor. The mechanical device clamps securely around the reddish fruit, holding it firmly in place with a distinct snap. Master Fang's subordinate explains his strategy, revealing that while lava fruit is the abyss scythe rat's favorite, eyeballs are a close second. He theorizes that the sheer number of fallen victims here will surely attract the creature to claim its share. An ominous, shadowy portal hangs in the sky above the forest clearing, where a derelict bus rests near the mechanical lure, patiently awaiting its prey. The mechanical device pulses with a subtle energy, holding the brain-like fruit as it emits a soft, inviting hum. Hidden behind a large rock, Elder Chen and Master Fang's subordinate observe the mechanical lure, their gaze fixed on the bait. Elder Chen expresses doubt about the law's effectiveness, questioning if it can truly draw out the elusive abyss scythe rat. Master Fang's subordinate explains that these creatures often scavenge behind sand-devouring worms and possess incredibly powerful, undetectable concealment skills. Master Fang's subordinate reveals the critical detail of their plan. Should the abyss scythe rat consume the fruit, the embedded fire element will forcibly negate its concealment, compelling it to reveal itself. The mechanical law stands poised, the alluring fruit held firmly, as an unseen tension permeates the air, signaling the imminent arrival of their target. The tension crescendos as the red-haired ally points, exclaiming that the creature is consuming the bait. He then cautions Elder Chen against rash action, urging patience until the abyss scythe rat fully reveals itself. Lava fruit, once firmly held, now floats upwards, a piece breaking away from the mechanical lure, indicating the creature's feeding. The consumed fruit shatters further, its fragments scattering as the unseen predator continues its feast, the crunching sounds echoing faintly. Elder Chen observes the vanishing bait, noting that while the creature remains hidden, the lava fruit is clearly diminishing, now almost entirely consumed. With a confident smirk, the red-haired ally advises against rushing, declaring that the true spectacle is about to begin. The abyss scythe rat finally appears, its red eyes glowing menacingly. Elder Chen activates a skill, manifesting a colossal blue energy construct behind him as the words "trolls earth-rending" appear, signaling a devastating attack. A devastating blue energy slash erupts from Elder Chen's blade, tearing through the air with immense force, aiming to cleave through the rat with a resounding slash. The abyss scythe rat, now revealed as a segmented, worm-like entity, lets out a furious "aroya" as it is engulfed in searing flames, resisting the attack. The red-haired ally, observing the fiery chaos, wonders aloud if their strategy has finally yielded success. Elder Chen watches intently as the colossal, segmented body of the abyss scythe rat continues to burn, its immense form still dominating the landscape. Red-haired ally warns Elder Chen to be cautious, emphasizing the abyss scythe rat's cunning nature and the likelihood of it still hiding nearby. Elder Chen, in turn, asks if there's any way to draw it out. With a confident glint in his eye, the red-haired ally presents a grenade, suggesting it as a solution to their problem. Grenade is hurled into the distance, leaving a vivid red trail as Elder Chen and his ally quickly retreat from the impending blast. A massive explosion detonates behind them, prompting the red-haired ally to pull Elder Chen, urging him to take cover immediately. From the lingering smoke and embers, the colossal, segmented form of the abyss scythe rat finally emerges, its true scale now terrifyingly apparent. Not one, but several smaller, segmented worms erupt from the earth, their fiery trails indicating their explosive emergence as a giant claw-like appendage dominates the foreground. The red-haired ally observes the abyss scythe rat, now ablaze and scurrying away, realizing that the newly emerged sand-devouring worms, drawn by the flames, will inadvertently help them track their elusive target. Two massive sand-devouring worms aggressively burrow through the earth, their powerful movements leaving distinct trails in their wake. The abyss scythe rat scurries across the ground with incredible speed, its glowing red eyes fixated on escape. Elder Chen charges with explosive speed, his body enveloped in a vibrant blue aura, a triumphant grin on his face as he declares the target found. Mid-leap, Elder Chen brings his energy-infused blade down with lethal intent, a fierce battle cry echoing as he aims to finish the abyss scythe rat. The abyss scythe rat lets out a desperate roar, its body enveloped in a shimmering purple energy field as an ornate, glowing purple gate mysteriously manifests behind it. The abyss scythe rat, still enveloped in a defensive blue energy, attempts to evade, its movements swift and desperate. Elder Chen lands, his gaze fixed on the now fully manifested, glowing purple abyss gate, while the defeated abyss scythe rat lies motionless nearby. A look of alarm crosses Elder Chen's face as he realizes their critical error. The abyss scythe rat is dead, and now the abyss gate, their objective, risks closing at any moment. A massive, shadowy raven with glowing red eyes descends, crackling with dark energy. Below it, a swirling vortex of purple energy surrounds an ornate gate. Elder Chen stands at a distance, observing the ominous spectacle. Elder Chen turns, his blue cloak billowing behind him, a determined look on his face as he moves forward. Another man, with striking red hair and a stern expression, confronts Elder Chen, his gaze sharp. "This is your talent?" he questions. Elder Chen grips a massive, dark blade, his eyes burning with a cold, red intensity as he prepares for battle. The abyss gate pulses with energy. Elder Chen stands ready, his sword radiating heat. The red-haired antagonist states, "To me, this has already exceeded the value of that class emblem. I have to walk the rest of the road alone. No one can help me." Elder Chen adds, "The abyss gate is open. This is as much as I can help you." The two men share a moment, shaking hands. The red-haired antagonist smiles. Then, safe travels. If I come back alive, and your business is done, how about we start a tour group? Elder Chen grins, his eyes half closed. Sure, I'll be the group leader, and you can be the narrator. Below, the red-haired antagonist laughs heartily. Haha, I'm really looking forward to that. The red-haired antagonist turns towards the glowing abyss gate, a thoughtful expression on his face. There is no banquet in this world that doesn't end. See you later. The red-haired antagonist walks into the swirling purple energy of the abyss gate, disappearing into its depths. Elder Chen stands alone, a streak of red energy flashing across his chest, his expression resolute. With this parting, I don't know when we'll meet again. Suddenly, Elder Chen lets out a surprised HM as a spectral, wolf-like creature materializes beside him in a burst of pink and golden energy. Lucky gold coin, equipment level, none equipment quality, special equipment type, special accessory attribute effects, luck bonus, increases the character's luck attribute, increasing the probability of monsters dropping high-quality equipment and items. Lucky event trigger, can be actively triggered to enter a random dimension once every 30 natural days. Elder Chen examines a glowing gold coin, a look of intrigue on his face. Special equipment, he murmurs. Surrounded by a fiery aura, Elder Chen exclaims, luck is also a part of strength. This thing can increase the drop rate of high-quality equipment and items. I have to try it. Monstrous roar erupts as massive, clawed hands, seemingly made of stone or earth, surge forward with incredible speed. Luck triggered, lava splash. Elder Chen skillfully dodges and weaves through the onslaught of stone monsters, his blade flashing amidst a torrent of fire and molten rock. Elder Chen unleashes a fiery counterattack, spinning through the air with his blade wreathed in flames. As expected, he notes, it's really different after the luck value increased. With a determined look, Elder Chen charges forward into a shimmering, ice-encrusted cavern, his sword leaving a trail of energy. Time to find the thing I want. Elder Chen studies a map marked with a red X, a confident smile on his face. After killing this resentful spider matriarch, I can plan my way out. The scene opens into a breathtaking, crystalline cavern, shimmering with ice formations and a soft, ethereal light. This is the resentful spider nest. Master Fang and his subordinate, along with a group of silhouetted figures, observe the grand scale of the ice formations. The nest of a little level 39 monster is actually quite grand, Master Fang remarks. A man with blonde hair and a cigarette dangling from his lips addresses another. Leader Zhu, you have to admit, these ice sculptures look quite artistic. It would be great to show some to the upper city for a young Master Zhu art exhibition. The other man, with dark hair, retorts, you know about art, kid. The dark-haired man explains, my family works in construction and architectural design. Look at these frozen monster ice sculptures. Their poses vary, each with its own expression. When the time comes, we'll use the resentful spider matriarch you kill as the main piece, and these small ice sculptures as decorations. The blonde-haired man, identified as Zhu, smirks, I'll explain exactly how you fought and killed it to everyone. I guarantee it will be a huge hit. He then adds, not bad. Be careful during the fight later. Don't break them all. Formidable group approaches, two heavily muscled men, one wielding a minigun, and a woman with striking blue hair, all exuding an aura of power. Zhu looks on, a cigarette between his lips. One of the men states, this native species hasn't been killed by anyone in 300 years. Let's be rigorous about this. The blue-haired woman asks Zhu, why didn't your brother, Ji Fei, come here? Zhu replies, my brother broke through to Tier 4 long ago. Why would he come? This pit only opens every 20 years. Anyone who's reached Tier 4 would have entered long ago. They simply disdain coming to a lower, 3-tier dimension. Experts don't come, which is why the rumors are so exaggerated, making it seem dangerous. I'm not worried at all. I know all of you have your own agendas for coming to pit number 1. I hope all of that waits until after we kill this resentful spider matriarch together. Alright, serve the food. Move faster. You 10, go into that cave entrance, quick. Massive boot stomps down, scattering the approaching figures. Get ready, block the entrant. A colossal spider, crackling with purple energy, emerges from the darkness. I haven't stretched my legs in a long time. I have to enjoy myself today. Keep your eyes open and watch closely. The narrator unleashes a devastating barrage of purple energy attacks. Rue. Blood Rage Warrior, this guy's legendary class can't be underestimated. Feels great. I love the smell of fresh blood the most. The colossal spider looms, its multiple eyes glowing menacingly as the narrator charges forward. 8. Chem, that is. The resentful spider matriarch. The protagonist, Elder Chen, appears, his massive dark blade ready. Resentful spider matriarch? Just what I wanted. Watch how I toy with it. The narrator unleashes a torrent of purple energy against the colossal spider. Rule. Narrator dodges a massive attack, unleashing a counteroffensive. The narrator lunges, his weapon glowing with dark energy. The narrator's eyes glow with intensity as he prepares for the next move. Is that all you've got? Break. The narrator and the spider engage in a furious exchange of blows, sparks flying. The narrator unleashes a powerful blast of energy. A woman shouts, Zhu Jianxiong. A monstrous spider-like creature roars, unleashing a blast of icy energy. The white-haired antagonist grins, surrounded by a powerful purple aura. Thrilling. Now this is more like it. The monstrous spider roars, enveloped in a swirling vortex of blue and purple energy. Two soldiers open fire with heavy weaponry. Covering fire, one shouts, while the other commands, suppress it. The soldier's barrage of fire impacts the monstrous spider, creating a massive explosion of light and energy. The white-haired antagonist leaps through the air, engulfed in flames and purple energy, wielding a massive blade. The white-haired antagonist charges forward, his eyes burning with intense power, ready to strike with his massive purple blade. He declares, Blood Rage Decapitation. The white-haired antagonist unleashes a devastating blow with his blade, creating a shockwave of purple energy that obliterates the monstrous spider's defenses. The monstrous spider roars in pain and fury as the white-haired antagonist stands triumphant, his blade glowing with power. The white-haired antagonist, now wielding a large staff, kneels and scoffs, so much for the 300-year impossible situation, it's nothing special. Close-up on the white-haired antagonist's face reveals a maniacal grin and glowing eyes. He proclaims, I am the true number one of the new generation. The white-haired antagonist stands before the massive, crystalline spider, his posture radiating confidence. A subordinate exclaims in disbelief, didn't they say native species always drop good stuff? Why is it just two blue emblems? Colossal spider, seemingly the spider matriarch, looms over a group of smaller figures while another figure stands in the foreground. Three men in suits observe the scene. The tallest one remarks, idiots, you just fought a slightly stronger gatekeeper lord. Did you really think an overlord only had that much capability? Another asks, young master, what about us? Master Fang, with a knowing smile, observes the icy landscape. He says, wait, the real show and the real fishermen haven't arrived yet. Two blue emblems fall to the ground, accompanied by small explosions. The white-haired antagonist, standing near the defeated spider, expresses his frustration. What bullshit. Resentful spider matriarch, it actually dropped such trash emblems. A subordinate reports, Leader Zhu, my skill shows that this monster is called Frost Guardian. It's not the matriarch. A group of soldiers reacts to the news. One bald man exclaims, what? This isn't the matriarch. A woman adds, where there's a guardian, there must be a superior. The superior must be a domain lord. Amidst the chaos, a man shouts, run, there are even stronger monsters here. Another cries out in fear, I don't want to die here. A man in a suit delivers a powerful kick, creating a shockwave as he engages in combat. Multiple monstrous spiders, glowing with purple energy, surround a group of silhouetted figures. Surrounded by numerous monstrous spiders, a desperate voice declares, it's over, we're surrounded. Elder Chen, clad in his blue cloak, stands in a rocky, forested area, observing something in the distance. Below, he reads a document, stating, they made the tower ground here. Already cleared. Repentance before those people do. Elder Chen examines a map, noting, there are 4 domain lords here, poison, ice, fire, and wood, but I have the lava set. Elemental advantage is the best breakthrough point. Elder Chen charges forward with incredible speed, a determined look on his face. He states, let's go in and take a look. Elder Chen faces a dark cavern filled with numerous spider-like monsters, their red eyes glowing ominously. Elder Chen smirks, his eyes glowing with a powerful blue light. Interesting. I'm being targeted by the small fry, but you are all just my experience points. A monstrous roar erupts from the colossal insectoid creatures. Defenses broken so easily, you aren't qualified to be my opponent. Elder Chen unleashes a devastating strike, shattering the defenses of a massive, crystalline monstrosity. Blood splatters as the blow lands. In the aftermath of the fierce battle, Master Fang and his subordinates stand amidst the carnage, facing the immense, defeated creatures. A blooded hand reaches out. What do we do? I don't want to die. Miss, we'll clear a path for you. Watch this. Barrage of gunfire erupts, impacting a massive, purple energy-infused monster. The explosion is blinding. Elder Chen, now transformed with white hair and wielding a massive dark blade, stands ready for battle against formidable foes. Miss, we managed to flip one over. Go quickly, this is the only chance. A look of shock and alarm crosses the woman's face. Look out. Terrifying roar echoes as the colossal, purple energy-wreathed monster rears its head, its multiple eyes glowing ominously. Master Fang and his subordinate brace themselves as the monstrous entity unleashes a powerful energy blast. A wave of intense blue energy erupts from the monster, engulfing Master Fang and his subordinates. Their expressions are filled with terror and surprise. The woman's eyes widen in horror, a grim realization dawning on her face as the onslaught continues. Master Fang, empowered by a surge of purple energy, leaps into action, his blade glowing with lethal intent. Master Fang engages the colossal monster, his blade clashing against its monstrous form. Feelinger, aren't you going to act yet? A close-up on a hand, glowing with blue energy, preparing to activate a powerful ability. Armored Mechanist Summon, Mountain Tank. Powerful shot is fired from the tank, impacting the monster. Simultaneously, a massive energy sphere forms around the monster's core. Mechanist, a legendary class, so strong. One of the subordinates clutches his head in despair, muttering, I can't die, I can't die. The man's face contorts in fear and desperation as he grapples with the overwhelming threat. A subordinate recoils in shock as he's seemingly stepped on or attacked from above. The colossal monster roars again, its massive form towering over the battlefield. A subordinate cries out for help. The subordinates are encased in sharp, crystalline ice, their faces frozen in screams of terror. Damn it, we must break out. A chilling aura erupts as an icy shard forms in his hand, a prelude to the assault. He lunges forward, his weapon meeting the ice with explosive force. Below, a group scrambles for cover. A woman with striking silver hair shouts a warning, something's wrong, there's something underneath. Ground shatters as a monstrous, shadowy figure erupts, unleashing a blinding beam of energy. The beast is revealed, an ice spider, domain lord, level 45, tier 3, wreathed in an ominous purple and blue aura. Its presence alone is overwhelming. The ice spider's terrifying maw opens, fangs bared as it prepares to strike. A deafening roar echoes as the beast unleashes a torrent of icy energy. Chaos erupts as the icy projectiles tear through the soldiers. Screams of pain fill the air. Amidst the icy onslaught, a desperate plan forms. If we keep fighting like this, we'll just be worn down to death. We must break out, calls out a figure. As the ice crystals rain down, one of the fighters turns, his expression grim, caught in the blizzard. The landscape shifts to a snowy mountain pass. A young man with silver hair, Shia Inza, smiles confidently. Luckily, I brought high explosives beforehand. This is the only place not sealed off. A man with striking blonde hair exclaims, there's an exit, as they spot a potential escape route. A silver-haired woman, Shia Inza, apologizes to someone unseen. Sorry about this, young Master Zhu. A grenade is tossed, followed by a blinding explosion. The man caught in the blast screams out in agony. The force of the explosion sends him flying, crashing violently onto the icy ground. He collapses, the impact severe, as icy shards erupt around him. The monstrous ice spider looms, its purple energy crackling. Below, a figure lies defeated, groaning. The beast unleashes a devastating purple energy attack, crushing the fallen fighter. As the dust settles, a woman declares, I've disliked you for a long time. You got what you deserved. Two figures are seen fleeing across the icy terrain, pursued by unseen forces. Two men observe the chase. Two escaped. Which one is it? One asks. The other replies, neither looks like it. All this way, we haven't seen them contact anyone. Their commander issues an order. Then what do we do now? Young Master Fang said to watch everyone closely. Another shouts, we'll split up and chase. The icy landscape is a maze of sharp, crystalline formations. Furious barrage of red energy tears through the darkness, signifying a powerful strike. System notification. You killed the Eyewood Vine Spider Lord, which was 15 levels higher than you, with 100% effectiveness. Rewards materialize. An orange potion blueprint, Holy Spring of Life, and purple equipment blueprint, Vine Gauntlets. Elder Chen stands ready, his crimson blade glowing, a formidable presence against the monstrous remnants. A young man, his face etched with fear, cries out, help, help me. The landscape is a frozen, desolate expanse. The young man's plea hangs in the air. A swarm of monstrous spiders, wreathed in dark purple energy, descends. A terrified figure screams, save me. A torrent of icy blue energy erupts, obscuring everything in its path. System: you killed the ice spider, which was 10 levels higher than you, with 100% effectiveness. Amidst the frozen remnants of battle, Elder Chen stands tall, his blade still humming with power, while Master Fang, battered and weary, watches from the ground. Master Fang, shocked by Elder Chen's overwhelming strength, gasps, "Who is this guy? So strong." Elder Chen, his gaze sharp and unwavering, turns to Master Fang and asks, "Can you still walk?" Master Fang, his face a mixture of pain and relief, nods weakly, "Yes, thank you." The aftermath of the battle is evident, with Elder Chen standing resolute amidst the lingering energy. Master Fang's subordinate, looking on in awe, asks, "Big shot, did you kill all these monsters alone?" Meanwhile, Elder Chen's cold resolve is apparent as he states, "I'm looking for something. I won't leave anyone alive who stands in my way." Master Fang, impressed by Elder Chen's power, thinks to himself, "So amazing. If I follow this big shot, I'll definitely have a better hope of surviving." Master Fang's subordinate, eager to join Elder Chen's side, pleads, "Big shot, let me follow by your side. I can do anything for you." Elder Chen, looking down at Master Fang, remarks, "A man shouldn't kneel so easily." Elder Chen helps Master Fang up, the surrounding ice crystals reflecting the intense blue energy that still crackles in the air. Master Fang, surprised by Elder Chen's action, exclaims, Elder Chen pulls Master Fang back as a powerful blast of energy surges towards them. Master Fang, startled by the sudden movement and the incoming attack, cries out. Elder Chen shields Master Fang from the blast. Master Fang, his eyes wide with shock, whispers, "What?" Elder Chen and Master Fang observe the aftermath of a powerful attack, the icy landscape shattered. Massive, monstrous spiders, their bodies encased in ice and crackling with energy, emerge from the destruction. Elder Chen, in a burst of speed, leaps into the air, his blade a blur of dark energy as he prepares to strike. Elder Chen, his eyes burning with a fierce red glow, declares, "Don't hold me back from leveling UP." Elder Chen unleashes a devastating multi-stage sword strike, the attack wreathed in crimson energy. His eyes blazing with power, Elder Chen charges forward, a force of pure destruction. Elder Chen engages multiple monstrous spiders, his blade cutting through their icy carapaces. He moves with blinding speed, a whirlwind of destruction against the monstrous arachnids. Master Fang, witnessing Elder Chen's incredible power firsthand, can only stare in disbelief. As Elder Chen prepares his next attack, a shield of dark energy materializes, deflecting a powerful blow. Master Fang, witnessing Elder Chen's overwhelming prowess, remarks, "Even Zhao Jianxiong and Ji Ling couldn't handle these frost guardians, yet under his blade, they are as soft as tofu." Skill emblem, Blazing Sun Judgment, Orange Epic. The swordsman stomps the ground, triggering lava. The lava deals burning damage to surrounding targets and slows them, gathering lava into the weapon. The user leaps into the air at high speed and unleashes an extremely powerful Blazing Sun Judgment on a single target, dealing massive damage. Epic, Scorching. Target suffers continuous damage and has heightened pain sensitivity. System notification. Congratulations on reaching level 35. Elder Chen stands at the center of a massive explosion of golden energy, radiating immense power. Elder Chen, focused and determined, touches his temple, preparing to use a new ability. System prompt. Swordsmanship mastery detected. Can convert normal sword skill into a demon sword skill and increase tier by +1. Convert. System prompt. Swordsmanship mastery detected. Can convert normal sword skill into a demon sword skill and increase tier by +1. Convert. I am the master of the evil blade. Urks. A chained figure with feathered wings kneels, their face obscured. Today, I execute the 12-winged angel to demonstrate my might. My blade shall sever hypocrisy, my life. A vortex of energy crackles, with a powerful, unknown script at its center. Desperate scream echoes as the vortex consumes everything. What is this memory? Master of the evil blade. Urks. Is this the skill's background story, or is it the background story of this world? Urk's Judgment. Legendary. Gold. The demon swordsman stomps the ground, summoning Urk's Judgment platform. All targets within the platform are imprisoned. Subsequently, an extremely powerful demonic judgment is unleashed on targets within range, dealing massive damage with a certain chance to cause instant death. Upon death, it causes great fear to the surroundings. Legendary. Fear. Feared targets lose control of their behavior, cannot attack, lose the will to fight, and attempt to flee the source of fear. Legendary. This skill isn't simple. So strong. I really didn't follow the wrong person. Hurry up, don't let the trouble those guys caused involve us. Young master, wait, there seems to be someone ahead. Two figures rush into a cavernous opening, shrouded in mist. Are there monsters behind us? Did they catch up? Doesn't seem like it. Not good. There's a trap. It's a monster. Hoorah! Monstrous entity with numerous tentacles erupts from the ground, ensnaring two figures. A blade pierces through the monstrous tentacles. The blade continues its deadly descent into the creature. A powerful strike lands, shattering the monster's form. The monster's ichor splatters as its form disintegrates. One figure recovers from a near-fatal blow while another lies defeated. Thing you reacted in time, otherwise we're done for. Don't move. So it's you two. Wait, don't kill us. You two guys. Do you want to live? Young Master Zhao? Speak, you chased us out here. Who are you pursuing? What is your purpose? Why? What are they afraid of? Who made you do this? Aya, it's the Fang family. The title card appears, showcasing Elder Chen wielding a massive blade surrounded by dark energy. He actually knows about the unknown emblem. Could it be he's the one who was supposed to meet the mind slave? You've given me a satisfactory answer. Young Master Zhao, spare my life. Young Master Zhao, every word I said is true. If I lied, may my whole family die. May I be struck by lightning. Believe me, young Master Zhao. No, don't. Aya, Ain. This is healing spell. All the wounds have recovered. Go back. You can tell your master everything you saw, heard, guessed, and thought. By the way, tell him if he really has no other way, he can come find me. Thank you for showing mercy, young Master Zhao. Young Master, are we really just letting them go? Looking at his expression just now, they seem quite convinced that you are the one meeting that mind slave. If he goes back, he will definitely say you took the item. So what if I am? So what if I'm not? They saw how Ji Linger caused Zhao Zhenxiong's death. When they return, it will surely stir up a vortex between the two families. Elder Chen engages multiple monstrous creatures, including a large spider-like beast with his signature blade and dark energy. You killed the Domain Lord Gluttony Spider, which was 4 levels higher than you, with 100% effectiveness. Big shot, where are we going? Searching for the resentful spider matriarch. What? You're actually going to look for that terrifying thing? If you're afraid, you can leave. I don't need you following me. It's extremely dangerous nearby. How could I possibly get out alone? The only way to survive now is to stick by the big shot. You misunderstood, Big Shot. It's my honor to follow you, and I'm useful. I'm a level 39 epic class Radiant Priest. My talent is the S-rank Echo Rabbit. It can simplify chanting syllables into a single word and also cast a spell repeatedly to stack it. Are you from the upper city? Born in the lower district, the upper city financial group came down to select. I awakened an S-rank talent at 16 and was selected to go to the upper city. Level 39 at just 16, yes, but my level was fed by worms. The financial group has special beast farms. Level 40 requires a class breakthrough. I can't level up using worms anymore. What does class breakthrough mean? The human body is frail and cannot continuously upgrade to higher tiers, so they use altars to assimilate with monsters' power with the human body, thereby making the class even stronger. The process of assimilating with a monster is the class breakthrough. The human body is frail and cannot continuously upgrade to higher tiers, so they use altars to assimilate with monsters' power with the human body, thereby making the class even stronger. The process of assimilating with a monster is the class breakthrough. And what is an altar? So, to achieve class breakthrough, one must join other factions? Not necessarily. You can obtain a legion token and establish your own legion, but that's a bit difficult. The entire Flying Eagle Empire, such as a vast territory, but fundamentally, there are only 5 legion tokens. They are Flying Eagle, Jimek, Tianhe, as well as Pioneer and Shengwei. Is there no other way to achieve class breakthrough? There is. When certain especially powerful monster lords die, there's a chance a spirit orb will be born within their bodies. Using a spirit orb for class breakthrough allows one to gain the monster's attributes while in human form. You know quite a lot. Then keep following me. Thank you, Big Shot. This chapter is brought to you by en-thunderscans.com. Please support the website by reading the chapter there and avoid reading it from pirated websites to ensure its continuity. MPH, more monsters blocking the way. Careful, Big Shot, I'll light it up for you. Domain Lord, Shadow Spider. L Lord. Just a few Lord monsters, nothing to be afraid of. Those are Lord level monsters, yet the Big Shot makes them sound so trivial. What is this thing? Shadow orb. Heavens, big shot, your luck is too good. This kind of spirit orb is extremely rare. Shadow orb. Humans eat you. Careful. Wah. Hold on. What happened? It's been a long time since I've met a human I crave so much. You come become my rations. Ha 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 ha. Overlord, Divine Envoy, Resentful Spider Matriarch, Tier 4, Level 40. Resentful Spider Matriarch, we actually ran into it here. Big shot, be careful. This matriarch can rapidly breed a large number of offspring and has the ability to control resentful spirit. Unless the offspring are completely destroyed, they can resurrect infinitely like zombies. Oh, let me test it out. This chapter is brought to you by en-thunderscans.com. Please support the website by reading the chapter there and avoid reading it from pirated websites to ensure its continuity. What? Big shot. Oh no, the big shot couldn't withstand even a single move. The protagonist, Elder Chen, stands ready, his eyes burning with a fierce resolve as he grips his formidable blade. A massive wave of blue energy erupts, a testament to overwhelming power. Elder Chen, cloaked and agile, moves with incredible speed amidst the swirling energy, his blade a blur. Elder Chen's eyes narrow, a dangerous glint revealing his grim determination. He muses, the resentful spider matriarch really is different. I almost didn't even qualify to fight back. A powerful defensive formation of blue energy surrounds Elder Chen. He states, thanks to my fast reaction, I summoned the nether statue in time. The fight intensifies as Elder Chen evades a brutal attack, narrowly escaping a fatal blow. He exclaims, otherwise, I really would have become a cold corpse. A figure with long white hair and a striking appearance is revealed, surrounded by golden energy beams. White-haired figure, with piercing red eyes and a chilling aura, comments, such fast speed. The white-haired antagonist unleashes a powerful attack, a silhouette of a leaping figure appearing above. The antagonist roars in exertion. A chaotic burst of energy and sharp, dark tendrils fill the screen as the white-haired antagonist's power is unleashed. A warning is displayed. You can read the chapter on en-thunderscans.com. Elder Chen plummets through the air, his cape billowing as he prepares for his next move. He states, the resentful spider matriarch is nothing special. A close-up on Elder Chen's face reveals a confident smirk, his eyes sharp and focused. A monstrous, water-like entity with red eyes emerges, questioning, is that so? Below, Elder Chen is engulfed in a massive surge of blue energy. A younger man, Master Fang's subordinate, looks on in confusion, asking, what's going on? An ally, possibly Master Fang himself, shouts in alarm, big shot, the matriarch can actively turn into water to dodge attack. To kill the matriarch. Elder Chen stands firm, a colossal hand of blue energy forming before him, ready to strike. The energy hand surges forward. Elder Chen is seen in a defensive stance, preparing to counter. Elder Chen observes the situation, realizing, so that's it. He then explains, just now, before I cut her, she split herself first. The battle rages on with intense clashes of energy and blade. Elder Chen, with a fierce grin, declares, feeling of adrenaline roaring is wonderful. Elder Chen asserts, you can't hide, as he unleashes a powerful wave of energy, trapping his opponent. Master Fang's subordinate reacts with alarm, exclaiming, not good. A violent clash of energies tears through the environment. Elder Chen cries out in pain as he is caught in a powerful attack. Elder Chen braces himself against an overwhelming force, blue energy radiating outwards. A message appears. This chapter is brought to you by en-thunderscans.com. Please support the author by reading the chapter here and avoid reading from pirated websites to ensure its continuity. Amidst the chaotic waters, Elder Chen is seen making his way across a structure. The white-haired antagonist emerges from the water, her expression menacing as she declares, I said. The white-haired antagonist extends her hand, her eyes glowing ominously. She proclaims, you cannot escape the palm of my hand. A swarm of monstrous spider-like creatures appears, overwhelming the battlefield. Elder Chen, undeterred and radiating power, declares, I'm out. Elder Chen bursts through a barrier, facing a swarm of monstrous spider-like creatures. The creatures, many-legged and menacing, swarm towards Elder Chen. A massive spider-like entity lunges, its mandibles snapping, while a surprised voice exclaims, what's happening? Wasn't he trapped? Elder Chen, a blur of motion, unleashes a devastating attack, surrounded by swirling crimson energy. Elder Chen grins maliciously, his eyes glowing red, as he declares, did you really think I was trapped by you? he continues, his gaze intense, showing weakness just now. The camera focuses on the sheer power emanating from Elder Chen, hinting at his true strength. The white-haired antagonist screams in terror, his face contorted. No, it's too late. Ah! A violent clash erupts, silhouetting figures against a blinding red backdrop. The white-haired antagonist, overwhelmed, cries out, "Enno, this is impossible." A massive, monstrous form erupts from the ground, spewing green energy. Master Fang, witnessing the display, gasps, so strong, he actually played the matriarch like a fiddle. System notification declares, you killed T Overlord Divine Envoy Sentient Spider Matriarch, which was 5 levels higher than you, with 95% effectiveness. Amidst the destruction, a glowing item appears, Soul of the Sentient Spider, Gold, Legendary, Equipment Level, Tier 4 Equipment Type, Necklace. The soul of the spider glows intensely, radiating immense power. A new item materializes, crackling with purple energy, Legion Token, Legendary. Elder Chen reacts with surprise, Legion Token, this thing actually dropped too. Master Fang is astonished, exclaiming, heavens, a legendary emblem and a Legion Token, this is too crazy, right? A system prompt appears, congratulations on obtaining the Legion Token. Do you claim ownership as the commander? Elder Chen responds with a decisive, yes. The system confirms, you have become the commander. The Legion Token begins to merge with Elder Chen's body. Elder Chen observes the integration, IT merged into MY body. A detailed explanation of the Legion Token's abilities appears, outlining features like Merge Blood, Legion Members, Legion Channel, Legion Territory, and Legion Altar. A blinding flash of light erupts as Elder Chen unleashes a powerful technique. Elder Chen looks on, intrigued, pondering, what is this? I heard Ji Ran say, red represents the ultimate in the world, called mythical. 2 significant items appear, Book of the Divine Envoy, and a dimensional crystal. Elder Chen eyes the dimensional crystal, his expression thoughtful. A holographic interface appears, asking, do you claim ownership of pit number 1? Yes or no? Elder Chen wonders, what is this thing? It can actually make me the master of pit number 1. Elder Chen activates his power, creating a vortex of blue energy. A system notification congratulates him. Congratulations on obtaining the highest authority of pit number 1. Reflected in the swirling energy, Elder Chen sees glimpses of past battles and allies. He muses, this is too exaggerated. I feel like now, with just a thought, I can clear everyone out of pit number 1. A screen displays a complex, glowing red entity, sparking a realization in Elder Chen. Elder Chen stands ready, his gaze sharp, a massive blade held with grim determination. The air crackles with dark energy, hinting at the power he's about to unleash. A vibrant, otherworldly flower pulses with energy, accompanied by 2 glowing orbs. These are the Spiritual Resentment Flower and the Resentful God Orb, items of immense spiritual power. Elder Chen examines the transformed flower, a flicker of surprise in his eyes. Isn't this the flower of cleared resentment? How did it become a spiritual resentment flower? He questions. Master Fang explains the transformation. The matriarch caused it to evolve. This should be something better than the flower of cleared resentment, he states. A sly grin spreads across Elder Chen's face as he reveals his prize. I have obtained 2 spirit orbs now. If I give you 1, is there a way to achieve class breakthrough? Master Fang recoils in shock. You're level 39? Elder Chen casually confirms, just reached level 39 after killing the matriarch. Master Fang ponders the requirements for his own advancement. Priest breakthrough requires binding a teammate's blood and fighting against the monster's remnant will. My ability is weak right now, I can only bind 1 person, he muses. Elder Chen looks at Master Fang, a hint of concern in his expression. Master Fang continues, if that's the case, isn't your priest class screwed? You can't advance at all? Elder Chen reassures him, not exactly. The emblem of a support class has a special ability to bind teammates. As long as I borrow a drop of blood from the same level and enter the altar, I can assist the teammate in battle and look for a chance to break through. Master Fang's eyes widen with a sudden, bold proposition. Use my blood directly, he exclaims, offering his arm. Elder Chen looks at Master Fang with a mix of gratitude and surprise. Really? Thank you, big shot, he exclaims, accepting the offer. Elder Chen's eyes narrow, sensing a powerful presence. I've sensed it, he murmurs, as a brilliant golden light erupts, signaling the start of a binding process. Elder Chen holds a glowing cube, channeling energy. The process is intense, the air around him shimmering with power. A surge of energy courses through Elder Chen as the binding is completed. This is binding successful, he questions, feeling the influx of power. Master Fang confirms the success. Yes, you can now use the cube energy in your hand to open the altar, he instructs. Elder Chen prepares himself, his stance solidifying as he readies to activate the altar's power. The energy around Elder Chen intensifies as he focuses his power, preparing for the next stage of his breakthrough. Master Fang and Elder Chen stand on a floating ice platform, the vast, frozen landscape stretching out around them. Ground shatters as a massive force erupts from below, sending shockwaves through the icy terrain. Elder Chen and Master Fang find themselves in a grand, ancient hall, its architecture hinting at forgotten power. Master Fang looks around the imposing structure. "This is the altar you spoke of?" he asks. Elder Chen nods, ready to proceed. "Yes, I'll try it now," he confirms, holding the glowing orb. Elder Chen carefully places the orb into a receptacle, initiating the altar's activation sequence. Powerful energy field ignites within the altar chamber, bathing the area in a bright, ethereal glow. Suddenly, a monstrous creature, a massive green toad, appears with a deafening roar, its gaping maw ready to strike. A system notification appears, 500 crystals. The monstrous toad glares, its expression one of menacing power. Master Fang stares in disbelief at the requirement. It needs 500 spirit crystals to break through. Elder Chen looks equally stunned. "Big shot, I don't have that many spirit crystals," Master Fang admits. Elder Chen asks, "What are spirit crystals?" Master Fang explains, "It's the currency of the upper city. I heard them say class breakthrough only needs 2 pieces. I don't know why, but this one needs 500. "I don't have any either," Elder Chen states, a hint of frustration in his voice. Master Fang asks, "Then what do we do? We finally got a chance." Elder Chen's eyes gleam with a new idea. "Isn't there a tour group recently? There must be many young masters in there, right? If we find them, maybe we can get spirit crystals," he proposes. Elder Chen's eyes gleam with a new idea. "Isn't there a tour group recently? There must be many young masters in there, right? If we find them, maybe we can get spirit crystals," he proposes. "There are 4 people nearby," a sinister voice announces, accompanied by a chilling grin. "Put away the altar and follow me," Elder Chen instructs, his gaze fixed ahead. "Li Hongbin, you aren't thinking of fighting me for the spirit orb on this corpse, are you?" a voice questions. "Since you know, why not step aside?" the man challenges. "You are an abandoned outcast of the Li family. How did you get back to the lower district and even entered pit number 1? One of the men exclaims. "For a piece of trash from the Zhao family, you know quite a lot," the man retorts. "Your family has a rule. During the final battle assessment, if one side makes a major mistake, they will be removed from the assessment. They can be replaced by a delinquent descendant who didn't participate in the assessment. Does your appearance here prove that Li Hongyu or Li Hongfei messed up?" A furious expression contorts his face as he glares. "I just came to get some goodies. You piece of trash. Should you continue being a rich second-generation heir, using your money isn't suitable for you," he shouts. "Young master, be careful. This guy is about to make a move," one of the subordinates warns. "The spirit orb is mine. Don't anyone think about snatching it," Elder Chen declares, his eyes glowing red. The subordinates charge forward, intent on stopping Elder Chen. "An abandoned outcast thinks he can turn the tables? Wishful thinking," they sneer. The clash erupts, sending debris flying as the battle commences. "They're fighting," Master Fang observes. "Keep quiet. We'll just sit on the mountain and watch the tigers fight." Elder Chen unleashes a powerful attack, his eyes burning with intensity. "As long as I get the spirit orb, I will have the chance to break through to Tier 4 and return to the family," he declares, his expression grim. A swift chain attack descends, narrowly missing Elder Chen as he dodges. "Ooh!" Elder Chen cries out as a chain wraps around his hand. "Sorry, I disappointed you this time," one of the subordinates says as he's ensnared by chains. 8. Elder Chen screams as he's struck directly in the chest. Elder Chen is violently slammed into the ground, the impact shaking the very earth. "The spirit orb is mine. You can't take it," the man declares, his eyes wide with shock. "High-ranking priest?" Elder Chen questions, a flicker of surprise in his eyes. The man groans in pain, chained and defeated. "I misjudged. So you have been hiding your strength all along. I originally wanted to break through the bottleneck and gain a chance at the Abyss Blade God's tomb assessment. I didn't expect to end up like this," he laments. "Are you sure your Li family wants to use a Tier 9 dimension to assess a Tier 4 class?" the man asks, his expression one of disbelief. "I once stole a mysterious emblem from a high dimension, but lost it. Concluding the emblem might be in pit number 1, second uncle sent me here." Li Hongyu is the type who would rather kill 1,000 by mistake than let one go. After you go out, he will definitely be waiting outside. You won't have a good ending. Mysterious emblem. Li Hongyu. Could it be the one I have? Stern expression crosses the face of Master Fang's subordinate as he observes the surroundings. Who's there? Come out. Big shot. We've been spotted. What do we do? Elder Chen, his eyes burning with a cold, determined light, grips his massive blade, ready for action. You've been watching for so long. Time to come out. Elder Chen and Master Fang emerge from the icy landscape, their presence commanding. Just passing by. You guys continue. Young Master, careful. This aura is so familiar. He's the one who killed those lords along the way. The white-haired antagonist's hand tightens around his dark blade, a menacing aura radiating from him. Stand down. Be able to get this close silently. You have great skill. Did you hear what Li Hongbin said just now? So what if I heard it? So what if I didn't? This guy's chains, the energy fluctuation is weird, unlike a normal priest. Li Hongyu has set up an inescapable net outside. He'd rather kill 1,000 by mistake than let one go. All of us coming out of pit number 1 are suspects in his eyes. Interested in a cooperation? Cooperation? Why should I trust you? Based on the fact that I helped you solve a potential trouble. And I know where Ji-Ran is. He really knows Ji-Ran. Young Master, something is coming. A large number. This is. It's the insect swarm attracted by the smell of blood. The swarm attracted by the smell of blood. Just now. You killed the elite insect guard above your level. Effectiveness ratio 100%. Such terrifying cutting power. His attacks are strange. Blade of Ruin. Elder Chen unleashes a devastating counterattack, his eyes glowing with intense power. One hit instantly killed the insect swarm. Elder Chen moves with impossible speed, dodging and weaving through the onslaught. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now, can we have a proper talk about cooperation? I know you need spirit crystals to break through, and I can provide you with safety guarantees after getting out, as well as more intelligence regarding Ji-Ran and this world. Spirit crystals, how many do you have? Enough for both of you to break through, plus a generous consultant fee. After we get out, 100,000 spirit crystals will be presented immediately. However, I have an additional condition. Teach him a couple of moves, like that. Mind web. Big shot. You really don't like losing out, do you? Fine. But the mind web isn't something that can be mastered overnight. He'll have to come find me after we leave this dimension. Ji-Ran even told him about the mind web. Their relationship must be quite deep. Master Fang slides a ring onto his finger, a faint golden light emanating from it. Here are 500 spirit crystals. It's enough for the two of you to break through. I'll settle the rest once we're out. Wow. Spatial equipment. Is this the financial power of an upper city young master? Straightforward. Now, let's talk about Ji-Ran. Ji-Ran is a close friend and practically my mentor. He was poisoned by the death god's flower and his class regressed, but given his personality, he would never resign himself to ruin. Since he chose to help you, it means he decided you are worth investing in. Did he enter the abyss? He went to find his path. You want to catch up with him? Not entirely. I want to know if he found a way to counter class regression. This is very important to our Zhao family. Suddenly, the ground trembles violently as the characters brace themselves. Young Master, the cave's energy field is changing. It's a chain reaction triggered by the death of the resentful spider matriarch and the dimensional crystal acknowledging a master. This dimensional space is becoming increasingly unstable. We must leave ASAP. Li Hongyu is definitely guarding the exit. There will be a fight when we get out. Perfect. I'll use him to test my newly gained power. With the dimensional crystal, in a critical moment, I can even mobilize the power of the entire pit number 1. Big shot young Master Zhao. Shouldn't we break through first? More strength means more assurance. Right. Find a safe place. We'll break through first. Follow me. There's an abandoned miner camp over there. It's relatively stable. A blinding flash of blue energy erupts. A colossal, ornate chamber is revealed, bathed in an eerie purple light. A strange, frog-like creature is trapped within a glowing circle at its center. Guard. Focus. Break. The crystals shatter as a system notification appears. 500 spirit crystals delivered. A massive surge of energy engulfs the area as Master Fang and his subordinate meditate, drawing power from the crystals. Elder Chen stands before a monstrous, armored entity wreathed in purple energy, his own dark blade drawn. A colossal, multi-limbed monstrosity, crackling with blue energy, lunges at Elder Chen. A mere remnant will dare to be so impudent. With a blinding flash of red, Elder Chen unleashes a devastating sword strike. Swirling vortex of purple energy opens up, threatening to consume everything. Elder Chen stands amidst the swirling chaos, his gaze fixed on the vortex. The white-haired antagonist unleashes a powerful attack, the raw energy distorting the surroundings. The screen flashes with system notifications. Name: 5th Jin Quan. Class: Demon Swordsman. Rank: Level 40, Tier 4. Another notification appears. XIA Inza successfully advanced to Tier 4 Radiant Priest. A figure in a purple cloak meditates, surrounded by shimmering light. 3 men in suits stand before a grand, ornate doorway, their backs to the viewer. One of them lets out an exclamation. A man with sharp features and a wary expression turns his head. He states, Tier 4, and this fluctuation is definitely not a normal Tier 4. This guy's potential is probably even more terrifying than I imagined. Elder Chen's eyes snap open, glowing with an intense, otherworldly blue. His breath mists around him. Elder Chen lunges forward with incredible speed, his blue cloak billowing. A massive, glowing red energy slash emanates from his unseen weapon. A blinding flash of yellow light erupts, obscuring everything. A loud impact sound is heard. Amidst the blinding light, Master Fang's subordinate is seen dodging a powerful strike from the white-haired antagonist, who wields a dark, long blade. Master Fang, now visibly a Tier 4 Radiant Priest, exclaims, Success! Big shot, I'm Tier 4 too. My healing amount and support effects have increased drastically. He leaps through the air. A man in a suit stands before Elder Chen and Master Fang, addressing them. He says, Congratulations to you both. Now, it's time to go meet that person outside. The eldest young master of the Li family, who is lying in wait, the suited man continues with a sly grin. Elder Chen, now wielding a massive dark blade and surrounded by a powerful blue aura, prepares for battle. The group disembarks from a train in a snowy landscape. Master Fang asks, Where is the eldest young master Li you mentioned? Inside the train, Elder Chen walks with purpose, while Master Fang's subordinate is seen near the exit. Master Fang warns, he must be guarding the train's exit. After we get out, everyone be careful. A tense silence hangs in the air as Elder Chen and a man in a suit exchange glances. A woman with striking blue hair and an alluring outfit asks, Why is it only you guys? Where are the others? The suited man replies, Depart, there's no one else. A close-up on the blue-haired woman's intense, determined eyes. Master Fang takes a swig from a bottle while Elder Chen watches intently. Elder Chen stands ready, his massive dark blade held defensively. Train cars rumble along the tracks. The train speeds through the snowy landscape. A message appears. This chapter is brought to you byen-indiacns.com. Please support the website by reading the chapter there and avoid reading if from pirated websites to ensure its continuity. Meanwhile, a person in uniform sits at a computer in a room while another figure lies on the floor. Master Fang observes the scene, his brow furrowed. He remarks, That kid still hasn't made a move. Guess he's not coming back. Suddenly, a figure bursts through a doorway, sending water splashing. Another person, seemingly in distress, is pushed against a wall. Master Fang exclaims in shock, Fang, young Master Fang. A man with blue hair, smoking a cigarette, extends a hand and demands, Hand it over. Master Fang, looking confused, asks, Hand what over? A young girl with blue hair, wearing a hooded cloak, looks up with wide, tear-filled eyes. Someone's hand, holding a cigarette, hovers nearby. The narration continues, dug right into a mechanical repair shop. The blue-haired man with a cigarette speaks again, his expression intense. 2 criminal slaves aren't qualified to take that thing, and you went to the repair shop. Only you could have taken it. The man with the white hair and dark suit gestures emphatically, claiming, I came here only for the flower of cleared resentment. I never crossed the line. I know nothing about young Master Li's emblem. Suddenly, a photograph slams onto the table, depicting a man in a struggle. A sound of impact echoes. The blue-haired man, cigarette dangling from his lips, demands, Hand over the emblem. In a blur of motion, a cloaked figure lunges forward with a knife while the blue-haired man braces himself. The sound of an attack rings out. Master Fang cries out in alarm as he's struck, his face contorted in pain and surprise. The fight escalates violently. Master Fang clashes with his attacker while Elder Chen is knocked to the ground. A young girl screams in the background. Damn it! Master Fang roars as he's thrown back, narrowly avoiding a powerful strike. Below, a desperate plea is heard. Don't even dream of getting anything from me. A blinding surge of purple energy erupts, crackling with immense power. The energy coalesces, forming a vortex that seems to warp reality itself. A train hurtles through the distorted space. On a desolate railway track, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the rain, surrounded by shadowy subordinates. The sound of an approaching train is heard. A man with long, styled hair and a stern expression, dressed in a formal military-style uniform, addresses someone off-panel. "Young Master Lee, the train is back." Train approaches, its immense presence announced by a powerful roar. The figure from the railway track turns to face it, his cloak billowing. The train, emblazoned with ScotRail, comes to a halt. The lone figure stands ready on the tracks. Two men observe the scene from the side of the train. One asks, "Who is third young Master Lee waiting for here?" The man with the long hair, third young Master Lee, glares with intense suspicion. "The dimension hasn't opened yet. How did you get out?" Elder Chen, now clad in his signature blue cloak and gauntlet, confidently states, "I have a way to enter and exit this place freely." Young Master Lee's expression shifts to a sinister grin. "Fine then, let's stop beating around the bush today. Hand over all your storage equipment." He unleashes a torrent of purple energy, his eyes burning with malice. "Dare to rob my stuff? You're not worthy." "Cut the crap, attack," young Master Lee commands as he lunges, striking one of his own men, who cries out in shock. The train looms in the background. Elder Chen, eyes glowing red, unleashes a devastating sword strike, exclaiming, "Courting death." The clash of powers sends shockwaves, throwing onlookers aside. Elder Chen's attack is a blinding flash of yellow energy. As men are flung through the air, young Master Lee, caught in the crossfire, shouts in disbelief. "A slave from the lower district dared to be so arrogant in front of me?" Young Master Lee, thrown back by the force of the impact, lets out a defiant laugh amidst the chaos. The ground erupts as debris flies everywhere. Elder Chen moves with incredible speed, dodging falling rocks. Elder Chen dodges a barrage of projectiles, his expression determined. "Is that all you've got? Not even enough to warm me up?" A chilling declaration is made. "Today, I won't just kill you, but every animal in the entire city of the dead prison. I will kill them all, grind them into minced meat." Elder Chen unleashes a flurry of strikes, his movements a blur as he carves through spectral green energy. Surrounded by swirling green energy, Elder Chen prepares his next move, his sword glowing. "Such fast casting speed. I underestimated him." Elder Chen is caught off guard, green energy piercing his defenses. He gasps in pain. "Ooh!" A violent energy blast erupts from the water, sending debris flying. A man in a suit watches from the shore, shouting in alarm. His eyes widen in disbelief and concern. The man mutters to himself, "Is this guy still pushing himself too hard?" A stern-faced man in a military-style coat sneers, "Overestimating your capabilities." Suddenly, a close-up reveals a furious face with glowing red eyes, radiating immense power. The man below him, the white-haired antagonist, looks up with a challenging glare. The man in the suit gasps, sweat beading on his forehead. "What?" You can find the rest of the chapters of this series only at EN Thunderscans. Also, join our Discord server to stay updated on new releases and get notifications when new chapters of your favorite series are released through this link. Discord.gg/thunder-en. A blur of motion as a figure in blue lunges forward, a sword trail flashing red. Master Fang is shown falling, his face contorted in pain. Master Fang stares upwards in utter shock, his eyes wide with disbelief. "Teach, this is impossible." A figure clad in blue, wielding a massive dark blade, stands triumphant over a fallen foe. The energy radiating from him is intense. A young man with striking blue eyes and dark hair grins confidently, speaking to someone off-panel. "Idiot, the performance just now was only to distract you." Master Fang's subordinate, looking surprised, comments to Master Fang, "So amazing, to kill the third young Master Li so quickly. I didn't even have time to make a move." Master Fang, his face a mask of concern, replies to his subordinate, "Of course, he hasn't even unleashed his full strength yet." The man in the suit, now on the phone, turns away from Master Fang. "Hello, seventh uncle?" The man in the suit speaks into his phone. "Yes, your information is really fast." Master Fang looks at the man in the suit, who is on the phone, and asks, "Yes." Elder Chen walks towards Master Fang and the man in the suit. "What's wrong? I'm taking you to meet someone." Master Fang asks, "WHO?" A man with a smug, knowing smile says, "Seventh Master ZHO." You can find all chapters exclusively on our website, en-thunderscans.com. The man in the suit stands before a grand house, looking up. "Seventh uncle, I've arrived." Man with a cigarette in his mouth, leaning against a doorway, watches with a knowing look. The man from the doorway beckons them in. "You're back. Come in and sit." The man in the suit replies, "All right." The man in the suit smiles warmly as he sees Elder Chen and Master Fang's subordinate approaching. A close-up on a man's face, his expression intense and thoughtful. A powerful warrior, Elder Chen, stands ready with his massive blade. The scene transitions to an interior where people are invited in. Inside a room, two men in suits stand attentively. The man in the doorway says, "Come in." The man in the suit, now seated, looks shocked as he addresses the man he calls Seventh Uncle. Seventh Uncle, Zhu Jianxiong, died inside. The man addressed as Seventh Uncle leans forward, demanding, "Died? How did he die?" The man in the suit explains, "He was schemed against Byi Linger and didn't escape." Seventh Uncle ponders the implications. "So now, how should we explain the matter of Ji Linger causing Zhu Jianxiong's death?" Another man interjects, "If this is made public, our Flying Eagle Empire will probably fall into chaos too." The man in the suit reassures them, "Don't worry about this matter. The boss wants you to learn all 6 skills as soon as possible." He then adds, "And..." The man in the suit turns to Elder Chen. "Right now I'm very curious. How did you end up with him?" Elder Chen looks surprised. "Me? My dad? Who is my dad?" "So you are 5th Jin Quan, 5th's eldest son, right?" "My name is indeed 5th Jin Quan. Since this person knows my dad and had contact with the Fang family, it seems my family isn't completely useless after all. In all the intelligence I investigated, 5th Jin Quan's class emblem was rejected, making him a piece of trash." "How did you awaken?" Jiran helped me." "Jiran? You actually have a connection with him too. No wonder." "Seventh Uncle, I want to take 200,000 spirit crystals from your legion. I'll pay you back later." A hand meticulously places a cigarette into an ashtray. "Bring it up." 2 figures in blue uniforms enter through a doorway, carrying boxes. Below, Elder Chen stands opposite Master Fang, with Master Fang's subordinate and 2 other men in suits observing. "I have some stock here. There is a spatial ring in each of the 2 boxes, each containing 100,000. Take it and use it for now." "What a grand gesture. This is the reward we agreed upon. Take it." "Thank you. I need to take a trip to the Champseliz's street garrison. See you later." The Champseliz's street garrison is gone. Gone. Yesterday, that kid from the Fang family said he was catching a thief. He tracked them to the garrison and fought with a warlord, almost getting beaten to death. Then did you see a thin and small girl, about this tall, a normal person? It seems she was taken away by Fang Huai. What? Is this girl someone special to you? She saved my life once. Do you want me to step in and bring her back? It's just a matter of a phone call. Really? That's great. Elder Chen relaxes in a bathtub, looking up at the city skyline. "Young master, the girl you brought back yesterday has woken up. Lin Yin, before your brother died, did he give you anything, like this, for example?" Elder Chen holds up a small, purple object, seemingly a soap or bath bomb. The young girl, Lin Yin, appears to be experiencing a moment of distress or confusion. "Watch your mouth." Sand heart flower? Elder Chen, in his bathtub, reacts with surprise upon seeing a message on his phone. A muscular man looms over the distressed Lin Yin. "Come with me." 2 men in suits stand outside a building, one holding a briefcase. "Inside here is the sand heart flower. We are taking that little girl with us." The men in suits hand over the briefcase containing the glowing sand heart flower. "It really is the sand heart flower. Our Yang won't have to die." "Hello, Miss Lin. Your friend asked me to pick you up." "Jin Quan." "It's him. He succeeded." "Don't worry, she'll be back very soon. You've helped me so much. How should I repay you?" Class breakthrough requires learning 6 skills fully and reaching level 39. If you are willing to help me, that will count as repayment. How can I help you? There's a secret realm called the Cursed Bone Cave. It's considered a dark secret realm, mostly filled with undead creatures. Accompany me inside, help me connect, and farm equipment. It's a dangerous mission, but I can agree to it. Young master, we've brought the person. Jin Quan, it really is you. I kept my promise, right? Sob. Thank you. We don't have to go back to the city of the dead. The outside world is very big. Just stay by my side. Besides, I have a gift to give you. Legendary grade emblem? Come. The energy intensifies around Lin Meng as she undergoes a transformation. Elder Chen unleashes a devastating sword technique, the nuclear blade method. An immense explosion of light and energy erupts. Awakened, Jin Quan, Zhao Liu Bai, Xia Inza. Lin Meng, Legendary Cannon Master, Level 0, Tier 0, Class, Level 0, SS Rank Passive, Skill 1, Flower of Order, all stats increased by 10%. Skill effects increased by 25%. Buff attack may affect allies. The wider the area of effect, the more operational fluctuation. Exclusive skills, Weapon Mastery, can simultaneously bind and freely switch between 5 main weapon types, rifle, sniper rifle, shotgun, gun, launcher, heavy machine gun, without needing to unequip. Switching, no cooldown. Firepower Enhancement, increases range, damage, and penetration of all gun and cannon type weapons. Damage is increased from the target. The higher the damage bonus, up to 250%, the more the user can analyze blueprints and consume materials to manufacture weapons. Applicable to any manufacturing. Effectiveness and success rate are affected by intelligence. Attribute, tendency, reaction, constitution, primary, agility, intelligence, secondary. Lin Meng's awakening unleashes a surge of energy accompanied by a digital interface. I successfully awakened, and it's a legendary class. Congratulations, Lin Meng. You are no longer that little girl who lets others bully her. Thank you. A legendary grade gunner. You really have quite a few good things in your hands. I'll remember this favor. She just awakened. I want to take her with me into the secret realm. A legendary grade, it's not like she's unqualified. Your talent is very strong, but Flower of Chaos requires extra attention to controlling your emotions. On the battlefield, calmness is more important than zeal. I understand, Brother Jin Quan. I will try my best to control it. It's getting late. Since everyone is here, let's depart for the Cursed Bone Cave now. Before that, go make some preparations, get them changed into suitable outfits, and also bring that batch of unsealed Tier 1 firearms from the warehouse. Clad in tactical gear, hands are gloved and ready. The uniform is zipped up, the orange trim standing out against the grey fabric. The team moves out under the moonlight, clad in their new gear. Elder Chen surveys the surroundings with a keen eye. Case is opened, revealing an arsenal of firearms and ammunition. Elder Chen stands ready, his massive blade gleaming. Master Fang addresses his team, gesturing towards the weapon cases. These are basic Tier 1 weapons. Their performance is passable, use them temporarily. Hands reach into a weapon case, preparing to equip. A figure is engulfed in a golden aura, seemingly channeling energy. Lin Meng exclaims, "It feels so wonderful. They seem to have become a part of my body." Master Fang commands, "Get in the car." His subordinates comply, moving towards the vehicle. Inside the car, one of the team members comments, "Such a big car, your family really is wealthy." Master Fang, at the wheel, explains, "This car can withstand attacks from most monsters, but it just costs a lot of money." The vehicle speeds through the city streets. The journey takes them into a desolate desert landscape. They arrive at the edge of the wasteland, near the Lurse Peak forest zone. A map is spread out, detailing the route. Master Fang points out, the entrance to the Cursed Bone Cave is in the Rift Valley 30 kilometers ahead. Master Fang explains, this Lurse Peak forest is an outer area. The monster levels aren't high, suitable for rookies to practice. One of the team members assures, "No problem, Xia Inza, you coordinate with Lin Meng." Another replies, "Understood, big shot." The team disembarks, the vehicle parked nearby. Suddenly, one of them shouts, "There's something." A sand mist worm, level 8, erupts from the ground, it's more wide open. Lin Meng readies her rifle, declaring, "I'll do it." Another calls out, "Little sister Lin Meng, it's up to you." Guidance is given, deep breath, relax, they aren't moving fast, hit the one in the very front first. The target is acquired through the scope, aim for the joint at its head carapace, that's the weakness. The scope's crosshairs are centered on the sand mist worm. The worm's projectiles fly through the air as the team prepares to engage. System notification appears, you killed the sand mist worm above your level with 100% effectiveness. Lin Meng is urged, hit it. Master Fang adds, good, keep the rhythm, pay attention to the gaps in your breathing. More sand mist worms emerge from the ground. Moving targets coming. Predict their crawling direction. Aim half a body length ahead. A colossal sand mist worm king, level 12, erupts from the earth, its massive form dominating the landscape. Panic flares in the eyes of the smaller figures below. Whoa, a big one is coming. A new, monstrous creature, larger and more menacing than the last, unleashes a torrent of corrosive green energy. The monstrous worm lunges, its attack narrowly missing the group. Dodge. Elder Chen, his expression grim, issues a tactical command. Lin Meng, switch to sniper rifle mode. Aim for the giant at the base of its limbs, the defense there is the weakest. As Elder Chen gives his orders, the female operative readies her weapon. Yes. The operative, Lin Meng, transforms her weapon into a sniper rifle, preparing for a long-range assault. The accompanying text reads, "Utilize ultimate firepower enhancement. The further away you are, the higher the damage." The Sand Mist Worm King lets out a high-pitched shriek as it prepares its next assault. The massive worm rears back, its eyes glowing with malevolent intent as it prepares to unleash its corrosive breath once more. Lin Meng takes aim with her sniper rifle, her eyes focused and determined as she prepares to strike. As the worm attacks, Elder Chen is sent flying by the impact. Continue, don't stop. A system notification declares, "You killed the Sand Mist Worm King above your level with 100% effectiveness. Level increased to level 5. Lin Meng cheers, her face beaming with triumph. Success. Master Fang commends the team. Well done. Remember this feeling. Calm, precise, and use your advantages. Master Fang observes the situation. There is still time now. Take her to continue leveling up. Elder Chen replies, "Alright, leave it to me." A new threat emerges as monstrous insect-like creatures swarm from the forest. Lin Meng, now armed with a different rifle, takes a defensive stance as the swarm approaches. A system notification flashes, "You killed Bloodthirsty Worm 10 above your level with 100% effectiveness. Level increased to level 10. Successfully advanced to Tier 1. Lin Meng, now armed with a different rifle, takes a defensive stance as the swarm approaches. A system notification flashes, "You killed Bloodthirsty Worm 10 above your level with 100% effectiveness. Level increased to level 10. Successfully advanced to Tier 1. Master Fang's subordinate and Lin Meng celebrate their achievements. Level 10. Congratulations. Group of figures stand silhouetted against a bright sky atop a rocky outcrop, a rainbow arching in the distance. A massive, armored figure stands at the forefront of the group, its imposing presence commanding attention. A burly man in armor, addressing his companions, remarks, "Yo-ho, good luck brothers. Looks like rookie fat sheep who came down from the upper city to train, and there's also a delicate little chick." Another subordinate adds, "Boss, that kid was pretty fierce chopping the law just now." Burly man scoffs dismissively, "Fierce my ass, just a Tier 1 rookie." Elder Chen, his eyes glowing with a fierce red energy and wielding a massive dark blade, prepares for battle. Lin Meng, holding her rifle, expresses surprise at its performance. "Congratulations, you've already reached level 10. This gun is really easy to use, beyond my expectations." The group gathers in a lush forest clearing. Master Fang suggests, "Let's rest for a bit first. I've prepared food for everyone." A campfire crackles merrily as the group enjoys a meal. "There's enough meat today to fill you up." Lin Meng, looking emotional, expresses her gratitude to Elder Chen. "Jin Quan, thank you for helping me so much." Elder Chen reassures her, his gaze gentle. "Your brother is gone, so I am your own brother now. It's only right that I help you." Tears well up in Lin Meng's eyes as she looks at Elder Chen, a mix of sadness and newfound hope on her face. "Brother. Thank you, brother. How are the arrangements? Is everything ready?" "Everything is ready. The enemy is in the open, and we are in the dark. As long as you give the order, we can make our move. However, I feel they won't be easy to deal with. Just to be safe, should we test the waters first?" "You go." Take a few brothers with you to test them." "Don't, boss. I told you to go, so go. Cut the crap." What's that sound? Kill. The sound of battle erupts as figures clash amidst the trees. Not good. Enemy attack. Damn, catching a blade barehanded. The fight intensifies with rapid strikes and parries. Courting death. Futter. Damn, even two inconspicuous subordinates are this strong. What is their actual strength? "Boss, let's cancel the operation. I get the feeling we can't afford to provoke them." If I can't beat them head on, can't I play dirty?" "What do you mean?" "While they are resting, we'll pull a big one. I've been eyeing that little chick for a long time." "What's going on?" "It should be the nearby sand bandits." "Sand bandits? These wandering thugs dare to target me." "Courting death. When are we departing?" "The entrance to the secret realm will only reveal itself at night. We'll wait here a bit longer." As night falls, the forest transforms under the moonlight. "I'll take the night watch tonight. You sleep first. I'll wake you up when it's time." "Alright then, I'll rest first." Elder Chen smiles, a hint of amusement in his eyes. "Fire. Stay here, don't go anywhere." "What happened?" "Damn it, it must be those sand bandits again. When I get back from the secret realm, I'm definitely going to kill them." "Not good." Lin Meng. Elder Chen and his subordinate emerge from the tent, alerted by the commotion. "Oh no, it's a trap. Those guys' target is Lin Meng." A convoy of vehicles and motorcycles speeds down a treacherous mountain path. Ha ha ha, a bunch of idiots got played by us. Bring this chick back, let me have a good time. Young woman, Lin Meng, is bound and gagged, her eyes wide with fear. The vehicle approaches the sand bandit base. A sudden, powerful kick lands. It's been a long time since I touched a woman. We'll have a good time tonight. A dramatic title card appears. Nuclear blade technique. I'll find one for you. Damn it. I got ambushed by these guys while resting. Lin Meng, incapacitated and seemingly unconscious, is left on a platform. Not good, it's sleeping gas. Cough, cough, cough. Haha, got her. Tie her up and take her away. Little beauty, I brought you here to be my bandit wife. Obediently submit to me to spare your flesh from suffering. Lin Meng struggles as one of the bandits lunges at her. MPH tilde. Gara. Boss, are you okay? Bastard, you actually dared to kick me. Get her, make her suffer a bit. Yes. Lin Meng, now armed with 2 submachine guns, prepares to fight back. On. Explosive energy erupts as Elder Chen engages in a fierce exchange of blows. Despite being restrained, the enemy's ferocity is astounding. Damn, she can still use abilities while tied up, he growls, his face contorted with rage. You're tough. A blinding flash engulfs the scene, followed by a powerful impact. Examining the ground, Elder Chen observes these ruts were definitely left by the sand bandits. Following the tracks, Elder Chen and his team approach a desolate area. They are right ahead. Master Fang's subordinate reports, Young Master, I just received intelligence. There is indeed a group of sand bandits nearby, and I have obtained the coordinates of their base. Another subordinate reassures, don't worry, Lin Meng just successfully changed classes and leveled up to level 10, she'll be fine. The team arrives at a fortified desert base, a circular compound surrounded by a defensive wall. Inside the base, 2 subordinates converse. One says, I heard the boss caught a woman today. The other smirks, our base hasn't had a woman in a long time, the boss is definitely going to have a feast tonight. Suddenly, he notices movement outside. Look over there, it seems someone is coming. A vehicle approaches the base gates, its headlights cutting through the dust. The terrain is cracked and arid, hinting at the harsh environment. The team's vehicle stops before the imposing gates of the base, guarded by soldiers. Elder Chen observes the surroundings, confirming there really is a base, and the direction matches the tracking direction. Inside the base, the subordinates react to the arrival. Yo, someone actually dares to deliver themselves to our door. One exclaims, their car isn't bad, let's snatch it. The team prepares to breach the compound. Break the door, let's go in and see the situation. An order is given. Yes. The team's soldiers ready their weapons as they advance towards the gate. The soldiers fire their weapons, launching projectiles towards the base. A massive explosion erupts, shaking the very foundations of the base. The base defenses are breached, and the enemy scrambles. Damn it, who dares to trespass into the base? They shout, kill him. Elder Chen states his objective, I'm here to find someone. Once I find her, I'll leave. The enemies are taken aback. Who the hell are you looking for? Elder Chen's eyes narrow with intensity as he replies, Lin Meng, a girl. A moment of stunned silence from the subordinates. One subordinate bursts into laughter, mocking, you mean that chick the boss caught? Haha, no need to look, she's definitely entering the bridal chamber with the boss. Elder Chen's demeanor shifts, his eyes burning with cold fury. He draws his blade, the air crackling with dark energy. The mocking subordinate continues, haha, so what if I say it again? She's already been taken up by our boss too. Elder Chen unleashes a devastating attack, his blade a blur of destructive power. The force of Elder Chen's strike obliterates the mocking subordinate while the others recoil in shock and fear. Chaos erupts as the remaining subordinates charge, enraged. Bastard, you dare kill our brother, you're dead. Chaos erupts as the remaining subordinates charge, enraged. Bastard, you dare kill our brother, you're dead. Elder Chen unleashes a devastating flurry of attacks, his blade a blur as it cuts through the charging enemies. He continues his relentless assault, the battlefield engulfed in flames and the sounds of battle. Caught in the chaos, the remaining foes stare in disbelief, their minds struggling to comprehend the overwhelming power before them. What kind of monster is this? Elder Chen stands amidst the destruction, his presence radiating an intimidating aura. Do you want me to make a move, or will you surrender yourselves? His dark energy erupts, swirling around him like a vortex of destruction. The remaining subordinates, desperate, plead for their lives. Spare our lives, big brother. Please go in, we absolutely won't dare to stop you again. Meanwhile, in a different location, a warrior clad in armor expresses his frustration. Bastard, I can't even play with the chick I caught, it's really making me itch. A subordinate rushes in, shouting an urgent warning. Boss, it's bad, someone broke in. White-haired antagonist, taken aback, demands to know who would dare intrude. Who has such guts? Elder Chen confronts him, his gaze steady. You are the boss here. The white-haired antagonist recognizes Elder Chen with shock and anger. It's you. A title card appears, showcasing a powerful technique, nuclear explosion swordsmanship, 1/1 kill. Cover art features Elder Chen wielding his massive blade, ready for battle. The white-haired antagonist confronts Elder Chen, accusing him. Was it you who took my sister? Elder Chen dismisses the accusation, asserting his dominance. What if it was? This is my territory, you dare. Elder Chen cuts him off, silencing him with a swift strike. So noisy. Just answer whatever I ask you. The white-haired antagonist, reeling from the unexpected blow, cries out in rage. Damn it, you're asking for death. Elder Chen presses his advantage, his eyes glowing with intensity. Hand her over. He engages the white-haired antagonist, their blades clashing in a violent exchange. The white-haired antagonist, enraged, bellows, "This is my territory." As Elder Chen advances, he notices other figures in the distance, silhouetted against the sky. A subordinate rushes towards the white-haired antagonist, raising his rifle. Boss, don't panic, I will kill him now. Subordinate opens fire, bullets raining down as Elder Chen continues his fierce assault. Elder Chen moves with impossible speed, deflecting the incoming barrage with his blade. The bullets fall harmlessly to the ground, rendered ineffective. Both the white-haired antagonist and his subordinate stare in disbelief. Holy SHT, this works too? The white-haired antagonist, overwhelmed, mutters, "So strong, I can't afford to offend him, but I can hide." As the white-haired antagonist attempts to retreat, Elder Chen calls out, trying to run. Elder Chen intercepts him, preventing his escape. I didn't say you could leave. I'll give you 3 seconds. If you don't speak, you die. 3, 2. She's in the cell just outside and to the left. Little Xia, boss, go take a look. Okay. The switch is over here. Sister Lin Yin. Found her. Now you can die. Ugh. Brother. I knew you would come back to save me. Everything is fine now. The enemies in the camp have all been cleared out. Let's get out of here quickly. We can't leave this place as it is. Set it on fire. Jingquan. Diwu Jingquan. Diwu Jingquan, is it really you? Who are you? How do you know me? I'm your Uncle Ning. Uncle Ning? Jingquan, the Tianqi Empire is gone. The Luo family and the Diwu family are both gone. Our Tuoba family is also gone. Little Xia, come here and heal Uncle Ning. Okay. Sigh, it's no use. Is this a wound? Unless you are a rank 8 holy priest, you might be able to purify it, otherwise it cannot be healed. Who exactly is he? I don't have the slightest impression of him. Jingquan, you really don't recognize me? I suffered immense trauma during that escape, and my memory is fragmented as a result. Cough, 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 cough. It's better that you don't remember, considering how much your Uncle Ning targeted you before. Boss, that thing on his hand looks like a spirit-binding stone. This item is specifically used to imprison high-level professionals. It seals all attributes and skills. What happens if it's unlocked? All attributes will be restored. The chained elder, his face etched with despair, declares, I have no less than 5 curses on me. Unlocking it is meaningless. His eyes wide with a heavy burden, the elder confesses to Jingquan, given the circumstances, I must tell you the truth. Actually, it was I who single-handedly suppressed your Diwu family. He continues his confession, I was the one who let Ye bully you and suppress you. The elder's voice grows bitter as he adds, who can blame me when the entire younger generation of the Diwu family couldn't compare to my Ye? Back then, you were all cowards. Figure with grey hair turns away, sighing, sigh, we fought for so long, only to be wiped out by foreign enemies. The elder's face contorts in anguish and tears stream down his cheeks as he cries out, but why did you, Diwu Jingquan, only appear now? Why did you only appear now after being a piece of trash for 25 years? He continues his lament, if you had appeared earlier, the Empire's internal factions wouldn't have fought over a guardian position, creating a rift and allowing the enemy to take advantage of our vulnerability. Master Fang and his subordinate stand by, observing the tense situation. A stylized title card appears, hinting at immense power. Powerful figure, the white-haired antagonist, is shown wielding a massive blade, radiating dark energy. The Tianqi Empire is gone, vanish. One of the younger men, his eyes sharp, confronts the elder, asking, "Can you tell me who the people that destroyed the Tianqi Empire are?" The elder pleads, "Don't think about revenge, try to leave this place." He then adds, "Perhaps you can tell me, the elemental holy city, or the flying eagle empire, they will fall soon too." Subordinate retorts, "Who exactly are they? You want me to escape, but only by understanding them can I escape better." The elder's face darkens as he reveals, they call themselves gods. He continues, "By sacrificing professionals, they can grant monsters intelligence." The elder explains, "And these monsters that gain intelligence are called divine envoys." Their eyes glow with an eerie light as the narrator states, they have the intelligence and appearance of humans. But on the inside, they are overpowered, even king-level monsters. The grim truth is revealed, there are no humans left in the Tianqi Empire. They are all monsters that have turned into human bodies and reproduced. The elder clutches his head in horror, realizing the full extent of the disaster. They are rapidly learning how to become human in the Tianqi Empire. He continues, "Elemental Holy Domain, Flying Eagle Empire, or any other factions in the wasteland, none will be able to escape." The subordinate holds up a scroll, asking, "Are the divine envoys you mentioned related to this thing?" The elder confirms with shock, "If this is the book of the divine envoy." The subordinate simply replies, "Yes." The elder then questions, "How do you have this thing? Have you killed a divine envoy?" The subordinate recalls a past encounter, pit number 1 in Redstone City, the spider matriarch inside. "When I went there, she was already half human, half monster, and could speak human words." He then asks, "What is the use of this thing?" The elder explains, "It is a mythic item. By fusing it with a human corpse, you will obtain a class form crystal of that corpse, and by fusing it with a monster corpse, you will obtain a monster form crystal. This crystal can give you an extra form, like unlocking a second class." The subordinate muses, "To think it works like this, unlocking a second form." He then asks with concern, "Then is everyone in the Tianqi Empire dead?" The elder sighs, his expression heavy with sorrow. Sigh, "At the very least, the entire upper city of the Tianqi Empire is gone." Elder Chen extends a hand, offering a way out. "Come with me, I will take you out." The elder, Master Fang, coughs, his body racked with dark energy. "It's useless, I've been hit with 7 curses, it's impossible for me to survive." Master Fang's voice weakens, a desperate plea. "After I die, cut off my head. Inside my skull is a map, it can help you get away from the Hengsha region." A young woman with striking blue hair, her expression one of shock and distress, lets out a gasp. "Ooh." Master Fang's final words echo, filled with a sense of urgency. "Remember, Gongyang Hong is a divine envoy. Tuoba Yuan is a divine envoy. The commander of the Peregrine Falcon Sand Bandits is also a divine envoy." Elder Chen's eyes widen in alarm as he turns. "Uncle Ning." A close-up on Master Fang's tearful eye. His voice, though strained, carries a final request. "Also, if you see my Year, you must tell him not to avenge me." Master Fang's last breath escapes him. "I wish you a safe journey." Elder Chen stands stoically, his gaze distant, processing the final moments of Master Fang. The white-haired antagonist lunges forward, his blade meeting Elder Chen's in a violent clash. A blinding flash of blue energy erupts as Elder Chen unleashes a powerful counterattack, shattering the white-haired antagonist's weapon. Elder Chen's eyes glow with a menacing intensity as he holds a ball of crackling energy. "Your death will have value." Elder Chen signals to his companions, ready to depart. "Let's go." The group gathers around their vehicle in the desolate landscape. One of Elder Chen's subordinates confirms, "Is it done?" Elder Chen replies, "Yes, it's all taken care of." With their immediate affairs settled, Elder Chen directs the group, "Then let's continue on our way." The rugged vehicle navigates the treacherous desert terrain, heading towards a distant, ancient-looking city. As they approach a dilapidated settlement, Elder Chen observes, "There's a small town ahead, it looks a bit dilapidated." Master Fang adds, "Back then, because the mage regiment of the elemental holy city was completely wiped out, it caused this small town to fall into ruin as well." The group's vehicle drives into the desolate town, drawing the attention of its wary inhabitants. A flirtatious woman inside the vehicle calls out to Elder Chen, "Boss, do you want a girl? Clean, good skills, very obedient." Elder Chen's subordinate, looking bored, remarks, "Tall, short, we have everything. You can take a look, boss." Merchant approaches Elder Chen, offering his wares. "Boss, do you want some medicinal wine? Yishan Tiger Pizzle wine, it packs a punch." He assures, "After drinking it, you'll stand tall and won't fall." The villagers, seeing Elder Chen's group, become agitated. One man shouts, "Go away, go away." Master Fang explains the situation to Elder Chen. These are all Sand Bandit refugees. As soon as the elemental holy city abandoned this place, it was quickly occupied by Sand Bandits from different factions. Elder Chen and his team gaze towards a grand, imposing structure in the distance. Ahead is the dimensional land. You can enter the dimension from inside. The group ascends a sandy pathway, the colossal pyramid looming over the ancient city. Standing before a massive set of doors, Elder Chen instructs his team. You guys stay here and wait for me to come out. They respond in unison. Yes. Elder Chen leads the way as the group enters the grand structure. Let's go. We can go in. Inside the cavernous hall, the team advances cautiously. A spectral skeleton hangs ominously in the air, while the bodies of Elder Chen's companions lie scattered on the floor. The team stares in stunned silence at the surreal scene. One of them asks, "This is the dimension. How do we go in?" Elder Chen, undeterred by the eerie surroundings, prepares to demonstrate. Watch closely. The dimension is open. Let's go in. Let's go. After entering, prioritize Lin Meng's level up. A figure is pulled into a vortex of blue energy. Screams echo through a grand, glass-paneled hall as the environment distorts. They've arrived in the dimensional space, surrounded by display cases. Monsters ahead. A horde of skeletal figures with glowing red eyes surge forward. Thanks for reading this chapter on our website. Don't hesitate to join our Discord server and let us know what you think. The title card appears. Big Brother Jin Quan, you guys go in first. I'll bring up the rear. This is a good opportunity for Lin Meng to level up. You support her. Brother, I won't let you down. A fierce battle erupts as gunfire and explosions fill the air. Congratulations on reaching level 15. Brother, the monster experience points here are very high. I've leveled up consecutively. Not bad. Keep it up. Look. HMP, another batch arrived. A terrifying army of skeletons, armed with swords and shields, advances. Watch me. The skeletons' defenses are proving incredibly resilient. Strange, you can't break their defense. Don't worry, brother, that was just a warm-up. Watch my armor break. Armor break. Ignoring defense directly, mythical classes are just insane. Very good. It seems I worried about her for nothing. Lin Meng dodges a massive explosion, unleashing a barrage of gunfire. She engages the skeletal enemies with dual pistols, her movements a blur. The rapid-fire attacks pierce through the skeletal defenses. The skeletal horde is overwhelmed by her assault. Brother, all done. Level 20. Your leveling speed is even faster than mine. Your talent far exceeds mine. A sudden surge of alarm washes over her face. A monstrous wolf-like beast erupts in a furious roar, engulfed in flames. Not good. Careful. Her eyes widen in shock and disbelief. 8. You dare touch my sister, courting death. The monstrous wolf lunges forward with immense speed. The beast is a whirlwind of flames and shadow. The monstrous wolf charges forward, a terrifying force of nature. A blinding orb of energy is unleashed, narrowly missing its target. He narrowly dodges a devastating blow, the sheer force of the attack creating a shockwave. Brother, are you okay? He braces himself, sword in hand, ready to defend. His eyes burn with a cold, determined fury. Brother Jin Quan, I'll help you. Tendrils of dark energy lash out, forming chains. Lord levels are not easy to deal with, let's join forces. The monstrous wolf is ensnared by the dark chains, but its fiery aura intensifies. Quick, slash me with your blade. I have already linked with the blazing hound and can transfer damage. If you slash me, I can transfer the damage to its body. Good, then I won't hold back. A powerful blue energy blade cuts through the air. The dark chains glow with an ominous energy, crackling with power. The monstrous wolf unleashes a deafening roar, its eyes burning with rage. A massive explosion of light and energy erupts as the attacks collide. The blast wave throws the two allies back, but they brace themselves against the impact. Mysterious triangular sigils shimmer with dark energy, pulsing with power. Zhao Liu Bai, I didn't expect your skill to be so special, but it's very useful. Let's go, everyone follow me. This is the only way out to clear the stage. The path ahead is blocked, but a surge of dark energy indicates a forceful entry. With a powerful shove, the doors burst open, revealing the path forward. Suddenly, a chilling presence fills the air. The team braces for an unseen threat. Monstrous figures emerge from the shadows, their claws ready to strike. Team engages the enemy, their movements a blur of defensive stances. Brother. Hey, are you guys okay? Don't come over, step back. Blinding flash of light erupts as Elder Chen unleashes a powerful attack. The force of the blast is immense, engulfing the area in fiery energy. So sturdy, I actually can't break it. Let me try. Master Fang's subordinate charges forward, unleashing a rapid series of sword strikes. A wave of energy clashes against the barrier, sending shockwaves through the room. Combined assault creates a powerful surge of energy, pushing back the defenses. The coordinated attack seems to be effective, creating an opening. Damn, this works too? Let's go out. I feel like someone is watching us. A sudden sense of unease washes over Elder Chen. The group turns to leave, sensing a shift in the atmosphere. Dear friends. A spectral figure emerges from the shadows, a chilling smile on its skeletal face. It reveals itself as the Domain Lord, Warden of this place, level 39. 67th batch. Then what about the others? The Warden turns, its gaze fixed on the intruders. They were not qualified listeners, so I killed them all. This is the Warden of this place. Defeating him grants the ticket to see the Overlord. Jin Quan, are you confident? Although it's a bit of a challenge, but I really like testing my blade on this kind of lord. Oh, is that so? Purple energy beams crisscross the chamber as figures in white suits scramble for cover. A figure in a white suit cries out in pain as a glowing blade slices through him. One of the white-suited figures, Xia Inza, is pulled back by a woman with blue hair who warns him not to be a hero. The woman with blue hair and another figure look on as an axe-shaped energy construct materializes. A man with white hair, his face contorted in rage, grabs the woman with blue hair, shouting at their attackers not to hurt his friends again. A chaotic clash of energy and blades erupts, dark tendrils lashing out. Master Fang and his subordinate are caught in a violent exchange of purple energy blasts and sword strikes. A skeletal figure with glowing red eyes and a red bow tie smirks, questioning if someone dares to refuse his music. Young man with dark hair, shielding a woman with blue hair, declares he doesn't care about the skeletal figure's music and that his sister is untouchable. The young man, radiating a golden aura, prepares to unleash a devastating attack. The skeletal figure, surrounded by purple energy, dismisses the young man as just another rebel, claiming they all die by his hands. In a dizzying display, figures are thrown around as purple energy and blades clash. The young man, caught in the chaos, shouts in annoyance. Amidst the swirling dark energy and debris, the young man beckons his opponents to accept their death. The skeletal figure's glowing eyes fixate on the young man, a fearsome roar escaping its jaw. A man with brown hair and a woman with blue hair react with alarm, shouting a warning. This panel contains only text advertising the website en-thunderscans.com and their Discord server. A figure in a white suit is engulfed in a violent explosion of purple energy. The man with brown hair and the woman with blue hair are caught in a blast, reacting with shock. The woman with blue hair cries out in distress, calling for her brother. The skeletal figure, now more imposing, states he has seen many like the young man, but they all eventually die by his hands. His eyes burning with malevolent power, the skeletal figure prepares to strike. The young man unleashes a powerful attack, forcing the skeletal figure to react. The young man, mid-air, clashes swords with the skeletal figure, who seems to be struggling. The young man, with a furious yell, attacks the skeletal figure. This panel details two skill emblems, swordsmanship, white-bone sword armor, and swordsmanship, Godslayer, indomitable will. The latter grants immunity to negative status effects for 3 seconds and can shatter armor, making the user immune to being torn apart. The young man holds up several glowing red gems, seemingly empowered by a legendary-grade skill. He remarks that this harvest exceeds expectations. The young man presents a glowing red crystal to another man, calling it the ticket to the Overlord and their chance to clear the stage. The other man looks at the crystal with surprise, questioning ticket. A magical formation glows intensely on the floor as several figures stand within it, preparing for a dimensional shift. One of them asks where they are going. To see the Overlord. No, war. Someone, save me. The scene descends into chaos as bodies pile up, a desperate plea echoing amidst the carnage. Overlord, Divine Envoy, Cursed Warrior Snake, Tier 4, Level 40. Foolish humans, stepping into this place will only make you my rations. The protagonist, Elder Chen, stands ready, his blade crackling with dark energy, prepared to face the encroaching threat. Damn it, we went through so much trouble taking a shortcut to get here. We can't die, find a chance to run out. It's not so easy to leave once you're here. I have to eat my fill first. White-haired antagonist emerges, surrounded by a sinister purple aura. Meanwhile, elsewhere, a group of antagonist subordinates engage in combat, unaware of the larger threat. The two groups are about to collide. This chapter is brought to you by en-thunderscans.com. Please support the website by reading the chapter there and avoid reading if from pirated websites to ensure its continuity. Our luck is a bit bad, encountering the Overlord right after coming in. No, I actually think it's just right. Great, newcomers came in to draw fire for us. When the fighting starts later, we'll find a chance to slip away. Let's go quickly. Once they start fighting, they won't last long. The two men are focused on the distant figures, planning their escape. The Overlord unleashes a devastating blast of purple energy, its eyes glowing with malevolent intent. The antagonist subordinates react with alarm as a massive energy attack hurtles towards them. The subordinates scramble to evade the incoming blast. The two men prepare to engage, their weapons raised. A brutal clash erupts as the two warriors engage in a fierce exchange. You actually dodged it. Brother, are you guys okay? A female soldier with a rifle checks on her comrades. Lin Meng, you are not qualified to be its opponent, step back. Noisy, a bunch of ants. The Overlord dismisses its opponents with contempt as it smashes through the terrain. You still dare to brag about being the opponent of a god? The Overlord's immense power causes the ground to erupt. The protagonist is overwhelmed by the sheer force. A swift, powerful strike connects. Careful, this guy's strength is completely different from other monsters. One ally warns the other as they climb the treacherous terrain. We must join forces to deal with it. The two soldiers look towards the distant, imposing figure. Mortals, the Overlord prepares a devastating attack, its hand glowing with immense power. You dare attempt to slay a god? The Overlord unleashes its fury, engulfing the battlefield in destructive energy. A hexagonal barrier materializes, deflecting the onslaught as the group stands their ground. The hexagonal barrier shatters under the relentless assault, but the group holds their ground, defiant. Eyes blazing with determination, he shouts, Jin Quan, I'll play support, you find a chance to kill it. Chains erupt, binding the serpentine creature. Good, he's trapped, a voice exclaims. Good chance, now is the time, the ally urges, sensing an opening. With a blinding flash, a massive blade descends, tearing through the air. Dark tendrils writhe as the battle intensifies, obscuring the surroundings. The chained entity transforms, its serpentine head glowing with malevolent intent. Mortals. An explosive impact rocks the battlefield, erupting in a blinding white light and dark energy. A sniper surveys the scene, her companion exclaiming, so amazing, did we win? The battlefield is engulfed in a blinding light, chains scattered across the ground. Disappear. Not good, he disappeared. Elder Chen mutters, his gaze sharp and wary. The serpentine entity looms, its power overwhelming. How can mortal bodies shake divine power? Jin Quan, careful, Master Fang shouts, his face contorted in alarm. The serpentine foe lunges, unleashing a torrent of energy. Go to hell. Caught off guard, Elder Chen grits his teeth in frustration. Damn it. A blinding white light erupts, a skeletal silhouette forming within the inferno. The air crackles with immense power. Elder Chen's hair turns white, crackling with golden energy. God Slayer. Spectral, fiery figure manifests, radiating raw power. Indomitable will. The female ally exclaims, I remember now, brother just got legendary grade skill emblems. These are the two. The serpentine monster recoils, disbelief etched on its face. This is impossible. He took a hit from me and didn't die, and even became stronger. Gathering his power, Elder Chen prepares to unleash a devastating attack, his form radiating intense crimson energy. A blinding beam of light pierces the darkness as Elder Chen unleashes his power. The serpentine entity screams in agony and terror. Arano. The battlefield is transformed, the ground scorched and energy crackling in the aftermath of the clash. A system notification appears, experience shared. Congratulations on upgrading to level 39. Elder Chen lands gracefully, his sword held ready, a triumphant aura surrounding him. His allies rush to his side. Brother, are you hurt? The female ally asks with concern. Master Fang adds, even if you are hurt, I can help recover. Elder Chen reassures them, I'm fine. Look, it seems a gold emblem dropped again, one of them observes. At least legendary grade. Title card appears. A pop-up window displays item details. Grasp of the Curse, a legendary grade Tier 4 equipment. It enhances agility to 155 stars and strength to 120 stars, with constitution at 115 stars. Its active skill, Snake Soul Bind, allows the user to summon a snake soul to immobilize a target for a 5-minute cooldown. A group of 4 individuals stands in a grassy clearing. One of them exclaims, "This drop rate is way too high." Another responds, "I said, let Jin Quan take the equipment and emblems first." A man in a grey uniform with orange accents raises his hand. He declares, "I do what I say." A young woman with blue hair and a man with dark hair stand facing each other. The woman exclaims, "Brother, you really hit the jackpot this time." The man, however, warns, "Don't celebrate too early. We have to find a way out." A blinding light erupts from a swirling vortex of energy centered around the base of a massive tree. The group watches in awe. The group stands near a shimmering portal. One of them states, "The boss is dead. This teleportation array is the exit." Another agrees, "Then let's get out. If we stay too long, there might be other dangers." A brilliant blue energy sphere crackles with power, emitting a flash of light. A complex magical formation glows intensely on the ground, surrounded by swirling white energy. Silhouettes of figures are visible within the formation. The group emerges into a new environment dominated by grand architecture under a cloudy sky. One of them raises their arms in triumph, exclaiming, "Great, we're out." The man with dark hair turns to the blue-haired woman, who complains, "Brother, I'm hungry." He replies, "I noticed a tavern nearby earlier. We'll go get something to eat in a bit." 10 minutes later, the group walks down a street towards a building with traditional architecture. The group enters a building through wide wooden doors, their footsteps echoing on the floor. Inside a dimly lit tavern, tables are scattered and some are overturned. Bottles and debris litter the floor. A bartender with a tired expression looks on. A close-up of the bartender, whose eyes are wide and unfocused, with a dazed expression. The man with dark hair, now with glasses, asks the bartender, "What kind of food do you have here?" The bartender, with a forced smile, replies, "We have it, brother. We definitely have it. Right this way." The blue-haired woman, lounging on a couch, says, "Brother, I want to eat some snacks first." The man with dark hair places an order, 4 portions each of yellow heart grass bread, sand wolf leg, and sand surge crab. "Keep the change." The bartender responds, "All right Hilda, please wait a moment." 3 rough-looking men are seen in the background, one holding a glass, another with a knife. Blue-haired woman leans forward, a worried expression on her face, and asks, "Brother, why do I feel something is wrong? The people over there are staring at us." The man with dark hair, with a calm demeanor, replies, "We showed our wealth. They might have their eyes on the spirit crystals." One of the rough men addresses them, "Hey, since you can casually pull out so many spirit crystals, how about lending some to us brothers?" Blue-haired woman draws a pistol, stating, "Brother, they really are robbers. Let me handle them." One of the robbers, holding a pistol, sneers, "Little bitch, this has nothing to do with you. Get lost." The robber shouts, courting death, as he aims his pistol. In a blur of motion, the blue-haired woman disarms the robber, sending him flying. The blue-haired woman lands gracefully, holding her pistol. She taunts, "Your guns are too slow." She fires her weapon with deadly precision. The robbers are overwhelmed, one of them crying out in pain. The robbers are overwhelmed, one of them crying out in pain. A pair of hands meet, a soft beautiful, echoing in the silence. A man, Master Fang, applauds, observing the scene with a smile. The beauty really has extraordinary skills. The woman with blue hair, now identified as Elder Chen, turns, gun raised. "Who are you?" Master Fang, unfazed, gestures with open hands. "Whoa, don't be nervous. How about coming upstairs to have some drinks together?" Elder Chen's subordinate and another ally exchange a look, a silent understanding passing between them. Master Fang opens the door to room 606, extending an invitation. Elder Chen and her companions approach. As Master Fang steps aside, a figure is revealed within the room, their expression turning to shock. The man inside, Archiang, his eyes glowing with an unnatural intensity, bares his fangs. "Archiang." Elder Chen's subordinate stares in disbelief, sweat beading on his forehead. "Archiang, what's wrong with you? Are you drunk?" Master Fang's ally warns, his eyes wide with concern. "Something's wrong inside, be careful." A blur of motion as someone is violently thrown across the room, landing hard. A monstrous roar erupts as a creature with glowing red eyes and razor-sharp teeth lunges forward, bathed in an ominous purple aura. Master Fang recoils in shock, witnessing the transformation. "Damn, what the hell is that?" The transformed Archiang, now resembling a monstrous ghoul with dripping fangs and elongated claws, speaks with a chilling voice. "Juji, I missed you so much. Crawling on all fours with terrifying speed, Archyung lunges towards Elder Chen's subordinate. "Come drink with me." Elder Chen's subordinate screams in terror, desperately trying to fend off the attack. "Help!" The scene erupts into chaos as Master Fang is knocked back, struggling to comprehend the sudden onslaught. Amidst the chaos, Elder Chen's allies are engaged, their movements precise. One of them senses a powerful presence. He has the aura of a divine envoy on him. The monstrous Archyung, consumed by rage, lets out a furious roar. "Daring to ruin my good thing." The feral snarl, Archyung lunges, his clawed hand reaching out, dripping with dark energy. "You're courting death." Elder Chen unleashes a swift, powerful sword strike, the blade a streak of light against the chaos. Archyung is caught off guard by the sudden ferocity of the counterattack. Master Fang's subordinate attempts a powerful kick, aiming to incapacitate Archyung. The strike connects with brutal force, sending Archyung crashing to the ground. A new figure emerges, a warrior clad in a blue cloak, wielding a massive dark blade. He radiates an aura of immense power. The battle rages on as Elder Chen's allies engage the remaining enemies, their martial arts skills on full display. The monstrous Archyung, partially restrained, lets out a guttural roar of fear and disbelief. "What is that thing? So scary." Master Fang and his subordinate stare in awe and terror, recognizing the overwhelming power. "That's right, it indeed feels like the aura of a divine envoy." The transformed Archyung, eyes blazing with white fire, declares his terrifying purpose. "You all deserve to die. I am Sir Divine Envoys." Chaotic scene unfolds as dark tendrils lash out, ensnaring a figure mid-air. The air crackles with violent energy, and a guttural scream echoes. Amidst the chaos, a group of individuals in distinctive grey uniforms stand their ground. One of them, a young woman with striking blue hair, voices her concern. "There's a divine envoy in this town. Can we still get out?" A man with a stern expression, also in a grey uniform, turns to another. "Young master, something terrible has happened." The man in the grey uniform, looking agitated, asks, "What happened?" He's then told, "The people in the town suddenly rioted. They want to snatch our car." Another man, his face a mask of shock, adds, "And..." The situation escalates as a terrified crowd surges, their shouts of alarm filling the air. The source of their fear is an overwhelming aura, signaling the presence of a powerful entity. As the uniformed group retreats, a man with sharp eyes and dark hair, identified as Jin Quan, calls out, "Jin Quan, we..." Before he can finish, another voice urges, "I heard everything. Hurry and save them. If we're late, it will be too late." With a resolute "let's go," Jin Quan and his companions burst out of the building, determined to face the unfolding crisis. Group, now on edge, senses a palpable danger. "Brother, something feels wrong this time. Let's leave here as soon as we find the car," one of them warns. Jin Quan agrees, "I think so too." Amidst the growing panic, one man shouts, "Hey, wait for me. I don't want to die here." A powerful, imposing figure, Elder Chen, is revealed, wielding a massive dark blade. His eyes glow with an intense, almost supernatural light, hinting at his formidable power. Two figures in grey uniforms, armed with knives, prepare for a brutal engagement, take the combat vehicle and devour them. A fierce battle erupts. One of the uniformed men, with a desperate roar, shouts, "We can't let this drag on. 16. Find a way to break through." The sounds of combat fill the air as individuals are struck down, their cries of pain piercing the din. Overwhelmed by the sheer number of enemies, one of the uniformed men cries out, "There are too many of them. Breaking through is going to be tough." A chilling voice from afar muses, "Boring." In the distance, a lone figure sits, seemingly unfazed by the chaos. The voice continues, "I've slaughtered 12 towns." The chilling monologue continues, revealing a terrifying apathy. "And so far, no one has forced me to act personally." The oppressive aura of a divine envoy is felt, causing one of the uniformed men to exclaim in shock, "Such overwhelming pressure. The divine envoy's aura is coming from over there." Chaos erupts as one of the uniformed men is struck down. "Ah!" His comrade cries out, 16. The panicked crowd is overwhelmed. "Just surrender. Lord Divine Envoy is invincible here. You don't stand a chance." They are taunted. "That's right. The combat vehicle behind you is only fit for the Divine Envoy." A desperate, enraged soldier screams, "Damn it, I'm taking you all down with me." The battlefield becomes a scene of utter destruction. Explosions and dark energy tear through the area, sending bodies flying. Screams of agony fill the air. A figure, their eyes wide with terror and their hand transforming into sharp claws, reaches out in desperation. One of the uniformed men, caught in the crossfire, shouts, "Who's there?" A figure descends from the sky, wreathed in dark energy, their sword drawn. The uniformed men brace themselves, witnessing the arrival of a powerful combatant. Elder Chen steps forward, his gaze sharp and determined. "Step back, leave this to me," he commands. Another uniformed man calls out in surprise, "Jin Quan?" The scene erupts in a surge of blue lightning as Elder Chen unleashes his power. "A bunch of thugs want to steal my combat vehicles. Not on my watch." The uniformed men, relieved by Elder Chen's arrival, exclaim, "Young master, and thank goodness, the young master is here to save us too." One of the uniformed men, addressing Jin Quan, says, "Jin Quan, these are just small fry. Find the divine envoy nearby and take him out." Jin Quan, his eyes fixed on the distant horizon, reveals, "I've already locked onto his aura. However, kid, do you really think trash like you is worthy of fighting the divine envoy? You have to get through us first." Elder Chen unleashes a devastating blow, a blur of motion that cuts through the attackers. Finally, someone interesting shows up. "Let's see if you're worth my time." "Ah, the divine envoy has taken an interest in you. We'll kill you and present you to him as a gift." "Kill him." "Zhao Liubao, I'll leave the grunts here to you. I'm going after the divine envoy. Don't worry, I won't leave a single one alive." "Ara, warara." Elder Chen, a blur of speed, closes the distance on the white-haired antagonist. "Excellent. I just need to devour a strong opponent to advance right now. I hope you don't disappoint me." The white-haired antagonist clashes with Elder Chen, a storm of energy erupting between them. "Kid, you're still too weak." Elder Chen's fist connects with the white-haired antagonist, the impact sending shockwaves. "Ooh. You're not qualified to be my opponent yet. Let go of my brother." A new fighter, a woman with striking blue hair, takes aim with a sniper rifle. She fires a precise shot, a golden projectile streaking towards the white-haired antagonist. The white-haired antagonist is caught off guard, the shot impacting his defenses. The red-skinned antagonist casually spins a bullet, a chilling display of confidence. "He's so fast. Is this the power of a divine envoy?" Nuclear explosion swordsmanship, 1/1 kill. Elder Chen, now wielding his massive blade, prepares for a decisive strike. Boring. Elder Chen dodges an attack with incredible agility. "Ooh. You're just like the others, no challenge at all. Is this the true power of a divine envoy? The gap is too big, I'm completely outmatched." "Brother, are you okay?" Master Fang and his subordinate rush to Elder Chen's side. "Darn, why would a divine envoy appear here? We're dead meat if we're discovered. Zhao Liubai, I need you guys to help me stall for time. Right, no one present is his match. I have to risk advancing in rank to have a chance to fight. Everyone's life and death can only be bet on this Legion token." "Why, you actually have a Legion token?" Blinding flash of light erupts as the ground shakes violently. The building crumbles and collapses, debris raining down as the sky darkens. "Please, wait for my signal." "Oh, trying to take advantage of this time to advance in rank? Perfect, I'll just wait for you to get a bit stronger before killing you, otherwise it's just too boring." A powerful impact echoes as a hand slams against the wall. Initiate advancement. A massive surge of energy engulfs the area. Infused spirit crystals, 500982. A deafening roar fills the air as a colossal figure emerges from the blinding light. Elder Chen leaps, his blade slicing through the intense energy. Spirit of advancement, Fire Frog. The fire frog lets out a furious roar, its mouth agape as it prepares to attack. Spirit of advancement. Defeating it will give a chance to successfully advance in rank. A torrent of purple energy streaks towards the fire frog. Elder Chen dodges with incredible agility, his sword glowing with power. Time waits for no one. I must end this quickly. A massive explosion of fire engulfs the scene. Elder Chen attacks the colossal fire frog with his blade. The fire frog unleashes a powerful roar, its massive body shaking. Seated on a throne against a dramatic sky, the white-haired antagonist observes the unfolding events. Strange, why did that guy stop attacking? Could he be waiting for my brother? No way, so arrogant. A motorcycle speeds through the streets, leaving a trail of motion blur. There is the aura of a divine envoy here. Found it. Chem. Another group coming to die. The Tianqi Empire disappeared at the hands of the divine envoys. This time, having found a divine envoy, I need to gather enough intelligence for the Flying Eagle Empire. The boss questions their next move while his subordinates prepare to test the combat power of the divine envoys. From the shadows of the ruined buildings, a group observes the scene. One of them expresses disbelief, questioning if their opponents are truly insane. A man with a determined, almost feral expression readies a massive weapon. He prepares to unleash a devastating attack fueled by the belief that divine envoys are powerful. The immense energy erupts, a blinding wave of power that obliterates everything in its path. Standing atop the destruction, a figure surveys the aftermath. A chilling, monstrous eye glares out, accompanied by a statement of superiority. Master Fang unleashes a powerful counterattack, a swirling vortex of light energy. Witnessing the raw power, the subordinates are shocked. The boss acknowledges the opponent's strength, noting they have surpassed a significant rank. The white-haired antagonist unleashes a torrent of purple energy, a destructive force. As the white-haired antagonist charges, the subordinates scramble to protect their boss, erecting a defensive barrier. Concentrated beam of purple energy pierces through the defenses. The sheer force of the attack is overwhelming. Chaos erupts as the attack hits. Men are thrown through the air, their motorcycles mangled. The white-haired antagonist looms over Elder Chen, radiating an aura of immense power. Elder Chen stares in disbelief, the overwhelming power of the antagonist evident. The white-haired antagonist grabs Elder Chen by the face, his voice dripping with menace. He declares Elder Chen has committed a grave sin by ruining their mood. With a snarl, Elder Chen retaliates, but the white-haired antagonist's power is immense. Elder Chen is overwhelmed, realizing the sheer power of a divine envoy leaves no chance for retaliation.